Hello.
Wow.
Hello, the stream is begin.
Homestuck?
I don't think.
The ham steak is here.
Homestuck.
Look, you guys are... There's only two of you, so I don't have to move anyone.
Goddamn.
Wow. You're happy about the laziness that you get to do.
Yep.
Can't believe how we went from having like a full roster to just me and Zaber.
Mick can't make it for reasons that no one can elaborate on right now, I guess. And
That's fair. I mean, I'm not saying I'm mad at anybody. I'm just think it's kind of funny.
yeah. Otherwise he'd be here, but he's going through some stress.
Unfortunate.
Let's see. Share screen. There. There's that. Can you guys see everything?
Pumpkin.
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 How about you,
There.
Xavier?
Yeah, now I can see it.
Your eyes are functioning?
I hope so.
Hope so, huh?
Yeah, I hope so.
Having a little bit of audio cut from you, Zaber.
Maybe that's the intro, because
Yeah, we're just getting every third, fourth word here.
oh no.
Taekwondo
I
goes
can hear
after
you.
that pump pussy, huh?
That's-
So this is our cast for the day. This is who is
Hi.
here.
I'm Susie.
there. Okay, now is it cutting in and out or?
Oh shit, Zaber, you're just in time for introductions, I guess.
Well, okay. I'm Xavier. I'm a lizard, not a frog. Don't listen to anybody. I'm in the middle of my Mega Maze streams over at the twitch.tv/XavierVT. Fucking beat Mega Man 7 yesterday. I didn't die to the Wily capsule, which makes me a good gamer. Sure, I chugged 3 energy tanks and a weapon tank, but that's how it works. You be prepared for the Wily capsules, in Mega Man 7.
I don't think anyone other than you knows the struggle of Mega Man 7.
Okay, so Wily Capsule in Mega Man 7 is probably the hardest boss in the entire series because of the bullshit that he can pull. Which is he vanishes, he appears, he fires 4 projectiles that are very hard to dodge. In fact, I don't think I dodged a single one of them throughout that entire fight.
Oh yeah?
You pretty much have to either go in there with full energy tanks or be like the savant that is, I know how to really do this. Meanwhile, the weapon that you have to use that is his weapon weakness is the funny little spring ones, which if you don't know how to use those, that's also an issue because you have to hold up to make sure they bounce higher.
Yeah, I'm not observing like any of this. Just saying.
Wily Capsule 7 is such a fucked up boss fight that's why when you're in Smash Ultimate or Smash 4, the version of Dr. Wily that comes out in Mega Man Stage uses the Wily Capsule from Mega Man 7 because that's the one that people remember.
Damn.
All right, fucking moving on.
Maybe you should play more Mega Man, Zeus.
Does anyone play? I have not heard anyone voluntarily talk about Mega Man 7 like ever. This is the first, second, or third time that I've heard Xavier talk about it.
I remember Mega Man 8. The one that was like kind of anime-ish.
Yeah, that's the one that's on the PlayStation and it has the cutscenes. And tomorrow I'll be playing through that. I get to listen to the funny Dr. Wily thing like that.
Mega Man!
What?
If you find the torch of the enemy, Mega Man, you'll find Dr. Wily.
Yeah, the voice acting in that is kind of cursed, but also hilarious.
Yeah, of course I'm talking about Mega Man. That's what I've been playing for. I can't talk about the other thing because Nintendo will DMCA me if I talk about that on this channel.
Okay, so
I mean, granted, by the time this video comes out, it would have been out, so technically I could talk about it.
I don't know. I feel like even if you did, I feel like Nintendo would just come after us anyway.
Yeah,
They've
so
been
I
doing
can't-
some whack ass shit. Not gonna lie.
The only DMCA stuff that I've seen has been if you posted something on.
we're about to
The
get
other thing,
DMCA'd for fucking libel.
the only other thing I've seen was the whole like DMCA claim against a certain hacking tool, but it turns out as of today that wasn't Nintendo. That was some asshole who started reporting any kind of like homebrewing tool as a DMCA thing because he was blaming everything for people pirating Tears of the Kingdom. So he was hacking. He was like doing tools like the thing to get your keys out of the Switch, which one you don't need for piracy because if you're already homebrewing your shit,
Feels
you
like
don't
we're
need
in
those.
story time with Saber.
Yeah, it's almost like I sometimes I keep up with this stuff and I go, "Wow, this is interesting." Homebrew can be interesting.
Man, I
Look,
really want to play Tears of the Kingdom, but like I don't want to give them any money. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, me either.
So we just did this.
Oh, thank God we don't have to read more.
oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we do. Picking up where we left off. So we just finished that conversation, and hey Susie, are you Roxy?
I can be.
Want to be drunk?
Heavy is the weight of the crown. And heavier still the weight of the vodka bottle.
Well, I mean, the other option is you be the expositionary character here, and that's
No, you do a pretty good you.
ooh woo ooh woo
Ooh
ooh ooh.
Okay, well, since you're so nice, I'll promise not to use my wicked void powers, RE basic common sense plus skills of deduction to bust you up so bad.
I'd be ever so grateful.
Then without then WO then without you have given the whole third degree, what is safe to tell me? Like, what does it mean to be a rogue of void? That's what I am, right?
Yes, I can tell you plenty about that. A rogue is a passive class. You see, there are passive classes, or passive and active classes. Some are more strongly passive or active than others. The plus-minus distinction can mean many things, but could be quite roughly summed up in this way. Active classes exploit their aspect to benefit themselves, while passive classes allow their aspect to benefit others. But of course, there's plenty more to it, and that rule is in no way absolute, only a starting point for understanding the dichotomy.
You mean kind of like offensive versus defensive magic in an RPG?
Hold on, it's a defensive.
Offensive versus defensive magic in an RPG?
Sure, that's another fine way of looking at it. Classes that come in plus-minus pairs with significant disparity between them. While a rogue is passive, a thief would be its far more active counterpart. The rogue and thief classes tend to be assigned to females, not exclusively, but commonly. Other classes lean toward male assignment, while others are exclusively male, and just as many are exclusively female, like my class. That's a bit of a tangent, though. To answer your question about being a rogue, I should tell you both classes in plus-minus pairs tend to have very similar descriptions. In this case, a rogue or a thief is one who steals. Quite simple, really. But whether the class is plus or minus makes all the difference. It is a great indicator as how a hero will make use of the aspect.
So basically, a thief is like the asshole class. The player who says step off shits mind suckers. Whereas a rogue is basically Robin Hood.
If that reference to your culture provides a suitable comparison, then absolutely.
So I'm essentially the Robin Hood of Void. I'm still not so sure what the fuck that actually means.
Understandable.
I guess Robin Hood's peak cool though. Thiefing up loot from peeps who got too much. Then all sugar daddying it out to the needy like a boss. Just don't have a clue how that really works with the void.
Yes, it is one of the more conceptually nebulous pairings, I agree. And I can't say I know a smashing good deal about the nature of the Void player's path, since the aspect is by definition inscrutable to those it does not choose. But I can at least tell you this. If you are ever to enjoy full ascension as a rogue of Void, you will be able to do some completely astonishing things.
Like what?
Oh no. You will not pry this out of me. Not to preserve causality, but to keep the surprise in store for you. It would not be honorable for me to spoil the discovery, should you be fortunate enough to realize your potential.
Well, about that. I feel sort of stupid about this, but I've been giving all my friends this whole dramatic spiel about not wanting to even play this thing, and I might have fucked stuff up already.
Is that so?
It's so. And I guess I still haven't decided what to do. There are props and cons to both things.
Would you mind listing them?
Okay, either I don't play and I get this kind of passive aggressive revenge at the witch for killing my mom, and therefore, then thereafter keep staying here and being lonely. Or I do the play and spoips are as follows. Sweet powers for me, check. Trigenerational Lalon family reunion, check as fuck. Meet all my friends, heck a check. And some other stuff.
All fine points. Is there nothing I can do to make the decision easier?
Nah, but thanks. You already have anyway. I will probably play. I will probably play. Blah, blah, blah. That delivery is trash. I will probably play. I wonder if I can tell Destry without looking like a waffle ass chump.
What's a waffle-assed chump? Is it Earth cuisine?
Oh no, it's just a shithead. This doesn't matter now though. I can't play till I go deliver this dead cat back in time to maybe my mom or something.
Well, that's another statement that doesn't make a good deal of sense to me. But if it is important to you, then Godspeed. I'm so pleased to hear you're leaning in favor of participating with the rest of us. I promise we'll have a ball together. Now, I have a busy schedule to keep up with, so I must go. But please remember, you can always contact me if you have questions. Don't be a stranger, love. Ta!
Rox, proceed to laugh.
You're cutting out a bit there, man.
Again? Am I really cutting out again? Let me see if there's
Adjust your sensitivity on your microphone.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that with this.
You are fairly sure this window will take you up to one of the windows you have set up in the lab. There is more than one way to find out if this is true, you guess. But there's only one way that involves doing what the inebriated do best, which is falling down.
Sorry, we want to make sure that Xavier's microphone is enough of a sensitive bitch to pick up his voice.
Yeah,
It's
I might
cool,
have
man.
to- Weird.
You need to send your microphone to sensitivity training.
No, I don't think it's that. It might be something else in general. Hopefully, it's not the internet. Hopefully, it's not the internet.
Excuse me.
Well,
Roxy Descend. How about that?
yeah, sounds fine, I think. Pew!
Okay, I already picked both of those characters except not. Wait, no,
Hold
wait.
up, wait.
Never mind.
Wait for the animation to finish, dorkweed.
No! Whoa. What was that?
That's her.
Eh?
Well,
She's seeing herself.
yeah.
Huh.
Damn.
We've not done Dirk yet, actually. Well,
Let's
Strike.
go.
wait, I think I fucked it up.
You are now Dirk. What the hell was going on there? What the hell was going on here again? That's right. You were lodging the bulbous cleft of Paradox Space's huge foam ass, and we were hoping that to trouble you for a bit of context. Something to set our watches to, if you'd be so kind. Perhaps your successive actions will oblige us? Haha, just kidding, young bro. We know you don't give a shit. Go ahead and do whatever feels right.
Derek, go get your sword.
You retrieve your unbreakable katana. A real hard sword for a real hard dude. It was said to be forged by an ancient otaku master over the heat of a roaring manga fire. It was cooled in an enchanted spring where virgin horses nicker and bathe. It was said could only be used by only one whose pointed anime shades were deemed sweet enough and whose hair existed in a perpetually sculpted state of looking completely fucking awesome. All of these things were said by you. You like to juggle around a few different allocations in your portfolio besides Blade Kind, mostly ironically. You take a certain amount of pride in being able to beat practically anyone's ass with a puppet martial discipline for which there is a startling variety of techniques. Fancy Santa kind is straight up shits and giggles specialist, though. Nobody's quite sure how to extract damage from a foe using an extremely elaborate Santa figurine. But if anyone can figure it out, it is probably you.
Dirk, give little Cal a nervous fist bump.
Nervous? That's absurd. There's no reason to be nervous around Lil Cal. Lil Cal is a shit. He's been around as long as you can remember. You were practically raised with that puppet. He was a much better guardian to you than that Hollywood superstar bro of yours ever was. He is such a good listener. You share with him all your most private thoughts and hopes and dreams, and then sometimes you snuggle up with him for a nice nap. Anyway, bottom line is, puppets are awesome, and that's really all there is to say on the matter.
Dirk, admire Fancy Santa.
Look at this pompous little asshole. What a god-awful piece of shit this thing is. You aren't even sure why you keep these things around. The miasma of tackiness that surrounds them is almost enough to outstrip their irony value. Almost.
Dirk, greet robotic friend.
You say, yo, what up to this dude over here, and exchange a unique series of handshakes and fist bumps. His name is Squarewave. You built him to have rap-offs with now and again. He's an enthusiastic rapper and gives it his
all.
I know. Gives it his all whenever you duel. But he's pretty easy to destroy. You've never lost a match against him. You've only built this other rap bot besides him. His name is Sawtooth. You designed him to be unbeatable in rap off, and he is. You have never won a match against him. You hope to one day, but you're not gonna hold your breath. His flow is just that insane. You keep one of his spare heads over there on your desk, but otherwise you don't see much of him. It's been months since your last encounter. He presumably spends his time traveling the world, annihilating any rapper foolish enough to challenge him.
Dirk, examine wardrobe.
Sorry about that.
You tell Squarewave to scoot out of the way so you can get a load of your sweet fashions. Looks like he really wanted to rap with you. Sorry, guy. Maybe another time. This is your wardrobifier. It automatically rotates your fashions whenever you feel like.
Dirk, change shirt. Change your shit.
You bust out a tank top, which is the go-to solution for hard dudes who want to show off their guns. This is a very strong look for you, you think.
Dirk, what the hell is that on your arm?
Oh, that's just your sick ink, featuring a legendary cultural icon of deep personal significance. What even is the big deal?
Dirk, examine little posters.
R.I.P. Stiller. Poor bastard. Had to go and get tangled up in your brother's crazy, complicated life. And for the other one, you are a studious pop culture scholar of all eras. A sharp critic of that reflection in the mirror we hold up to our society. You seek truth in the vivid mosaic of our most shameless obsessions. Your interest in cartoon ponies is strictly academic, okay? No, seriously. What? Okay, fine. You love this one particular little rainbow horse unironically. Is that such a crime? She is so spunky.
Dirk, examine puppet hat pile.
Oh god, here we go. The pile at the foot of your bed consists of hats, a few stray robo parts, and Smuppets. Smuppets are a lovable sort of plush of your own design. You love everything about puppets. You're always thinking about the crafts of their production, their operation, cool new designs and such. If the cosmos didn't have more important plans for you, and if the world weren't so fucked up, you'd make a run at fame and fortune with your own puppet enterprises, just like your bro did with all his weird shit. You also love to keep a bunch of hats around, even though you never wear them. You love hats, because all bros love hats, and that's what you are, a bro. You consider wearing one now and then, but they don't really fit the dimensions of your head yet. And anyway, it'd be criminal to mess up your perfect hair. Instead, do the next best thing, which is wearing a picture of one on your shirt. And by the next best thing, you're pretty sure you mean the vastly superior thing.
Dirk, check out Big TV.
When you're not using the screen for other purposes, you have it set to rotate on some images by default, like a digital picture frame. The image flips from a totally bitchin' horse's puppet sort of thing to a portrait of everyone's favorite comedy duo, Stiller and Wilson. Your bro made so many of these movies, it's hard to keep track of them. The series almost drifted imperceptibly from surrealist slapstick and inexplicable box office dynamite to veiled subliminal protest pieces designed to expose the corporate tyranny slowly taking control of the world. The statement did not go unnoticed by the Baroness, and soon the conflict between your brother's media empire and Crockett Corp was a matter of public spectacle. Though the press has generally played up the rivalry as an extremely high-stakes display of performance art. And knowing your bro, there is at least truly some truth to this. There is surely at least some truth to this. Donald Glover won an Academy Award for his transcendental performance as Jeremy.
Yep. Garomi.
After his acceptance speech, there was not a single dry eye in the house. His heroic effort on the silver screen was heralded by critics everywhere as a defining moment in cinematic history. Alas, the Battle Witch did not look upon his achievement as kindly. She had him assassinated. And that one is... Never mind when that one is. You can't stand around all day looking at movie stills and swole bunny men. There's still some shit in your room to investigate.
Other shit.
There's still some other shit in your room to investigate. You switch back to your regular shirt. You weren't feeling the wife beater. The t-shirt says, I still got work to do. While the other one says, which trailer's the party at? And Striders don't party till it's good fucking time to party.
Dirk, examine red microwave.
It isn't a microwave, it's your syndicator. Pretty much the only Crocker tech you can bring yourself to use. It's just too handy not to. You just type the coordinates, pop in the thing you want to syndificate, and hit the button. It'll syndificate a thing in a jiffy, assuming it's temporally allowed and within size restrictions. Obviously, you can only send what you can fit inside there. You had to send Jake your robot pieces. You had to send Jake your robot pieces. Robot piece by piece, barely managing to squeeze that shiny melon in there. He dutifully assembled the robot himself, poor fool, so jovially complicit in his own merciless jungle predation. It's all for the best, though. When you're through with English, he'll be a ruthless killing machine. Mark your words.
Dirk, capture log Jerome plush.
Hold up. Lamau.
Yeah.
Lamau.
It's fucking stupid.
Look, he's into horsemen with giant horse cocks willing to gap in his hole.
There's no cock
Gaping.
like horse cock.
Gaben. Sorry.
You snap up the Jerome plush in your tech hop modus. This modus is often employed in rap battles, but it is a bit more elegant and sophisticated than what most hash rap artists traditionally employ, like the more arbitrarily numeric hash maps and hash tables. The cards are arranged in shade columns and groove rows. Everything in the same column has to rhyme. Everything in the same row has to have some thematic similarity. Organizing everything gets complicated, and weaponizing your inventory through rap lyrics takes some serious skill. For instance, the third groove row got kind of railroaded into becoming an orange soda row. So you've just been rolling through it recently. The fourth row is pegged for stuff associated with cool bros. The second row was all about dolls, puppets, and stuff like that. The Jerome plush is clearly suitable for that row and rhymes with crush, so that works out. Then you have some other perfectly dope rhymes like Santa and Fanta, Fago, Game Bro, Do, and Shoe. There's also some Smuppet and Orangeette, which frankly you think is pretty weak, but hey, the modus allows it, so whatever. Then there are some times where you have to be creative with naming stuff to get to fit, like calling a skateboard a four-wheel device so it can rhyme with slice. This is another facet of the craft. Scroll.
It wouldn't let me scroll.
Maybe you shouldn't be DMing me things. Dirk, capture log sweet bro.
I wasn't. It wasn't letting me scroll.
What are you two talking about?
Don't worry about it.
I'm worrying about it.
Don't worry about it.
Alright. Might as well complete the plush
collection.
Just might as well complete the plush collection. You grab the sweet bro off your bed. It intersects quite conveniently with the plush groove and the Fago shade. Nice one.
Time to complete the
Dirk.
plush collection. Man, these puppets' asses giving me an erection. What?
Dirk, capture log hella Jeff Plus and not talk about your weird fetish bullshit. At least not yet. Wait till it's more appropriate.
Is there ever appropriate time to talk about Smuppet ass?
Trick question. Every time is appropriate for talking about smuppet ass.
Completely true. Last but not least, there is nothing here that rhymes with hella Jeff. It isn't really worth jumping through a whole lot of linguistic hoops to pick up this thing right now, so you'll just forget it. Yet, you have to pick your battles, you know?
Dirk, take sword.
Sword.
Ah,
Sword's back.
the mighty sword.
The easiest thing to do here is ditch the slice and stick the sword in the weapons row and rhyme it with board. Your bro had a lot of junk like this manufactured over the years. He patented technology for producing three-dimensional JPEG artifacts to make products shittier than was ever previously imaginable. He made a killing off them, not because anyone bought this garbage, but because they were so cheap to manufacture, their cost was actually negative. Therefore, miraculously netting him profit for every unit produced. He made so much money. He made so much money this way. He had enough to finance unmanned space missions to haul off all the hideous, unwanted JPEG shit off Earth and launch it into the sun.
Are you
But
alright?
years. No, I'm not. I am fucking up. Just take it away.
Oh, alright. But years thereafter, every now and then, someone will report a stray shitty skateboard slowly drifting back into Earth's atmosphere. People would pray they would burn up on re-entry, but they never would.
I'm sorry.
Oh, look. Square Wave saw you messing around with your Sylladex and thought you were preparing for a rap battle. He is kind of like an eager pet dog, and you made the mistake of picking up his leash, and now he thinks he's going for a walk. You hate to break his heart, but you just don't have the time. Your concentration is divided enough as it is.
Dirk, be dream self.
I can't wait to do that rap with Square Wave later. Because I feel like I'm the only one who could handle rapping again. No, it's no shade on you guys. Xavier, do you want to do some of these reading instead?
You know what? Sure. Among the many ways you tend to multitask is by maintaining an ever alert dream self. There's a lot to keep an eye on when it comes to the cloak and dagger politics of Durst, especially these days. Can't let your guard down for a second.
Go ahead, Susie. You can read these at least, I think.
Oh yeah. Dirk, imagine sleazy Dursite rag.
Imagine is close.
Examine.
Don't worry, we love and appreciate you. It's okay.
I don't know what's going on. I lost the ability to read.
Oh no, I can't read!
The
Psycho Mantis from Metal Gear Solid.
The inquiring carapacian. Dead.
Dead.
D-E-A-D.
In the latest issue of the Inquiry Carpathian, touting the recent assassination
Carpathian?
of prospect,
Capacian?
Is it Carpathian?
Yeah, carapacian. Like carapace?
Okay,
Carapacian.
Carpathian. Touting the recent assassination of prospects made of life, quite the triumph for the Dark Kingdom, and the press has predictably sensationalized the event to please the royalty and whip its readership into a nationalistic lather. In spite of all of the ridiculous hyperbole and baseless slander found in the tabloids, one thing is clear. This development means nothing but trouble. If Noir has been empowered to take measures like this, you may have to accelerate your plans.
Forward.
Shit! While you were distracted with the newspaper in Dreamland, Squarewave has ambushed you for a wrap-off. Told you, bro. Can't let your guard down for a second.
S. Wrap off. Godspeed, Lulu.
Oh dear. Alright. Let's try.
Yo, D-Strizzle couldn't help but check you loading up on your Silladilly. Can't fool me, Holmes. I know what that's about. So, I got just one can of surprise noodles left to bust open here, and I know how you love your noodles. Do you want to play a game?
Man, no. I already told you, I don't have time to disgrace you with my rhymes today. Sorry, dude.
That's just so whack. I've been watching you waste nothing but time looking at your horse pictures and shit. So I'm like, that shit's as whack as I'm a guy made of metal. Sit your ass back down, cause we got shit to settle. Just park it on my grill. You'll be whistling like a kettle. If raps have one real device, then your foot ain't reached the pedal. Word.
God damn it. Alright, this is all you get. Rap off, man, I gotta nap off your sad rap ambush. Shush your ass down while I pap you with a plush. I push mad facts on the hapless. Shit's practically axiomatic. You don't talk smack with Orange Crush.
Damn, dog, why as a robot I've got to be so particularly susceptible to liquid like this? It ain't cool!
That's the end. Oops. He oranged the bot.
While you were making short work of Squarewave, you once again made the mistake of letting your other self's guard down. You are accosted by a Dursite agent with a serious axe to grind. These guys aren't supposed to know you're awake. Looks like your cover's blown unless you act fast.
Avalon.
Dirk, act fast.
Avalon, I'm gonna have to ask you not to do those while we're reading Homestuck. That went right over our reading. Xavier, do you wanna reread that?
Sure, I'll do that. While you were making the short work of Squarewave, you once again made a mistake of letting your other self's guard down. You are accosted by a Dursite agent with a serious axe to grind. These guys aren't supposed to know you're awake. Looks like your cover's blown unless you act fast.
Dirk, act fast.
Damn.
Good lord.
Poor hegemonic brute. His time on the spotlight has been cut tragically short. You almost feel sorry for the guy. But you have a problem. You spend the next 10 minutes thinking about it while you stand on his head and stare at the blood on your hands. As often, utilize stock graphic in the bottom corner of the image would indicate.
Dirk, check on Roxy.
Checking on Roxy.
Since the Archagent is clearly leading the assassination effort personally on Prospect, this means the draconian dignitary is most likely focused on the Durst streamers. He's almost certainly ordered the brute to off you in your sleep. You can only hope that the dignitary of one of his assassins hasn't already gotten to her.
Dirk, exit. Forward.
Wee. Just as you thought, sleepwalking again. Where the hell does she think she's going?
Dirk, be waking self again.
This is kind of a redundant thing to do since you're always consciously both your waking and your dream self at the same time, but you'll let that slide. You should probably stop drilling on your Durst problems and try to get this show on the road.
Dirk, pester Roxy.
Roxy, you awake yet? Guess not. let me know.
Whoa. Damn. Hey, Dirk. Had a crazy dream.
There you are. But I see your dream self hasn't returned. You must be trying one. You must be trying one of the fuck on tight already. Or tying one the fuck on tight already.
Maybe I am. Like a bow of ribbons on a beautiful pony.
Man, how can you be this much drunker than the last time we talked? The hell are you even drinking?
Okay, but to be fair, beautiful was an intentional typo for your benefit, because I know you love the pose. You loves the pose.
It's a booyah.
Weird. So you spied on me in Durstville again?
Yeah.
Fucking perv. Like what you see there?
I see precisely jack shit and aside of fuck all. That's the point. You got too sauced up and went rogue again. You're out there in your weird drifting stupor, independent of your waking self's awareness.
You gonna go after me again? Get on your horns? Galoop me home like a Prince Charming back to Swoon King Dong? Gee, blush, blush, blush.
No. I'm thinking it's over. I'm thinking it over. Sort of a relief. Simplifies things somewhat. It's better you stay out there for a while. There's been a problem.
What'd you do now?
Okay, I fucked up. Kind of made a mess here, and I'm not sure what to do about it yet.
Hmm?
No need for you to worry about it now, for now. I'll figure something out. Until then, I'm just gonna prepare for our session while I think it over.
What a surprise. Another mystery for you to keep to yourself and overly cerebralize. Snore. Hey, let's talk about something cool instead, like the dream I had.
Okay.
First, I had some ordinary, boring dreams I don't remember, but then I dreamed that I woke up from the dreamer, and some things got really bright and surreal, and I think I saw someone. I think it was supposed to be my daughter.
Why do you think that?
You know the dreams where you just know someone's supposed to be someone?
No.
Okay, well, Rogorger people have those, I'm pretty sure, all the time.
You know, Dirk isn't Australian, but for some reason my brain wanted to go, Nar.
Nor?
Are you thinking it was prophetic? Like a glimpse of the future?
I don't know.
Because that's not really how the Abyss works. It's not Skya, and we aren't prospect dreamers. There's nothing like that out in the Abyss. If you drift far enough, there's only horror. Terrible, terrible horror.
Okay, but I'm not saying it was a future dream. It just was like a glimple, and it felt real. And all I'm saying is, it was a really cool dream that I wish was real. Glimpse.
Well, maybe it was. Maybe there's no fanciful game-supplied mechanism of prognostication involved here, and you're just an ordinary run-of-the-mill psychic. I guess that's possible.
Hey, Dirk. What do you think it would be like if we had kids?
What would it be like? Inconvenient, mostly.
No, I mean, what would they be like, the kids? You ever think about it?
Can't really say I have.
You know, for an eccentric guy, you can be boring as fuck sometimes.
Sorry, Rocks. For what it's worth, I'm picturing them now. A boy and a girl. Two perfect little freaks of nature raised by people who've clearly got no business bringing up anybody.
Shucks, Buster, it was just a fun little hypothetical to daydream about. Why do you need to suck fun out of shit? Like some turd-hungry Dracula. It's not like I'm lobbying for you to hook me up with a whole mess of fucking babbies. Or that's I'm holding onto any dissolution that's even possibility. A sign.
Lisine.
Yes, Lasine, you heard me.
Do you mean Lisai?
Nope. Nope. I'm sticking with Lasine. Going down with the shit. Shit. The SS Lee sign starring Captain Roll.
What does Lisine actually mean in this context?
Oh, come on.
Come on, what?
Lasine is universally understood to mean too bad he's gay, you undeliberably obtuse underfuck.
I mean, yeah, it's what I thought. It would just be cool if you'd refrain from tossing about such antediluvian terms.
Into the diluvian. What? Me saying you're gay, you mean?
Yes.
Okay, but terminology aside, I don't think I'm off base.
I don't see how it has to be a thing.
I really think it's an actual thing, bro.
Once upon a time, sure, but the world has changed a lot. Ever peek in a history book between your wizardly indulgences? This is a nuanced topic.
Man, I know about the histories. Just believe me, it's a thing.
How is it a thing?
It's a thing because if it wasn't a thing, you wouldn't be all like,
I like what?
well, want nothing to do with me for starties.
Don't be ridiculous. I have more to do with you than any dude could possibly bargain for, and I like it just fine.
What a totally lame plus sweet answer simultaneous slay.
Yeah. Now, maybe we should direct our focus on a matter which has nothing at all to do with what does or doesn't qualify as a thing, or what our fantasy alt-universe offspring would be like, or anything like that. Such as this game, and whether you're in the best condition to be piloting Jane's connection. Maybe you could use another nap?
My conditions are just fine. And anyway, what ain't gonna get swept off is the fact I still don't think we should be touching this game. This BS witch game with a 20-foot 3 didn't. We both know where plans need us to.
I know that. But I thought we settled this.
It's still so frustrating. Telling Jane about the dangers, and even if she's being polite, I know she just thinks I'm full of crap about everything.
We settled this, too. She'll believe everything eventually. Why bother working so hard to convince her?
Well, I don't even get to do that. I don't really even do that for the most part. But it gets really tiring and saddening knowing knowing that, even though we're not really actively talking about it, that my best friend can't bring herself to believe some really basic stuff about my life, like the shitty things the Baroness has done to us, or about our upbringing. Like, do you know how miserable it is to tell your BFF? You know how miserable it is for your BFF to doubt you when you tell her your mom is dead?
I guess. It just registers for me as a reaction which isn't completely unreasonable from her perspective. She is inundated with media coverage of those whom we've claimed as our parental figures. That they are not presently alive nor ever played that role for us, as she understands it, is just an extension of a much more elaborate and far-reaching explanation, which is much harder for anyone to digest in its entirety. Well, anyone who isn't Jake, I mean. Still say you should cut her some slack.
I know.
And need I remind you that the potential this game provides for their resurrection is what motivated you to investigate it in the first place. That conversation we did have before, but then it leads directly into this, so that's why we read it again. Because this was... I don't think this was... Oh no, we did have this one too, but whatever.
You going for it?
Yeah.
Alright. No, I remember. I told you a million times shit sound like it could be the best thing ever. Wherein evar's caps as heck. But also, no matter how awesome it might be, it's probably gonna advance schemes of her condescension.
Right. But if we can stop her...
Part of me doesn't even want to give her that satisfaction. Or start it at all. Like, what if we wouldn't Like, what if we didn't? Wouldn't that rack her shits just so hilariously? So many OLs.
I must be hard of counting, because I'm barely racking up a single goddamn Olaf aloud at that self-defeating gesture.
No, but it would. And for all we know, starting up is playing right into her claws. It could be a trap waiting for Jane the moment she enters. And if I could stop her from playing, maybe I could at least give her a chance at a future.
No, wait, sorry. But there is no future on Earth for them. Or for us, for that matter.
Don't know that for a fact. But anyway, I kind of already made this bogus file for her.
What? Why?
To scare the shit out of her, make her learn to fear and respect the fucking hag like she should. Then maybe we can drop this whole game meetup / resurrection idea altogether. Sweet though it may be,
Rox, I hope you're not thinking about sending her one of your batshit ath scripts.
On that subject, I am Miss Zwipperpips.
Hold on.
Zwipperpips.
Sorry, Mrs. Whipperpips? The amount of sense you haven't been making is unfucking real. Just go take a nap. And don't even think about sending her that file. Are you listening?
I will take what you say under serious advisement. Wonk?
Jesus.
Dark, when did you stop being any fun?
What?
It used to be you'd get a kick out of stunt like that. Stunt.
Man, you know I'm down with insane stunts. Insane stunts are practically all I'm all about. As long as I actually agree with the purpose they're intended to serve. Destroying Jane's computer and dissuading her from playing is not such a purpose.
Bet you your responder would agree with me. Why can't you be more like him?
I am more like him.
I mean, more like him.
You just misspelled more, causing me to suddenly understand jack everything.
More. He's more in touch with his feelings, which just makes me F off since FA off since he's a Bobob, and he can actually kind of loosen up sometimes, which kind of like you used to could.
I used to could.
For one thing, he doesn't insta shoot down a bit of frisky roleplay shenanigans now and then.
Yeah, I kind of wish you wouldn't do that with him.
Why the F not?
It just seems a little tawdry and disrespectful, and vaguely exploitative of a still emergent cognitive entity whose perceptual frame of reference is difficult for us to comprehend.
Oh, come on. He's a cool guy just like you, and he just lives in some shades.
It rubs me the wrong way, is all.
Oh, do you want me to rub you in the right way?
Not really.
Nah, you're overblowing this. It's just an ironic, funny thing we do sometimes. Come on, I'm sure you read all the transcripts yourself. It's all a lot about jokestery bullshit.
He blocks me from being able to read transcripts sometimes.
Oh, wow, he does? Sneaky bastard.
And anyway, I'm really not sure how ironic it is.
Okay, next time I will run it by the Mastar first. With his fancy fucking ironometer.
Okay, here's the thing with the AR, since you still don't seem to get it. He's very similar to me in thought process and behavior, yes. But those patterns were imported from a 13-year-old version of my psyche and sealed into the program as starting parameters. In the years since, we've both evolved somewhat. I, as humans tend to, and he, in whatever way is natural for a frequently running, self-aware application. So if there are differences between us, they're first reflected by what I feel is a maturity gap, and then further by several years of minor behavioral divergences.
Oh my god. He's 13-year-old Dirk. Why did that not occur to me? Why did that not occur to me? That is so cute. It makes me feel kind of skeevy for saying anything lascivious,
Lascivious.
lascivious at him. Damn it, you ruined everything.
You're welcome.
Yo, you realize I can hear you, right?
Yes, I was aware.
Check out all these complicated fucking problems people have when they have to live in the big lumbering flesh monsters instead of a sweet pair of shades.
Dude, do you think you could sit this one out for a while? This conversation practically doesn't even concern you at this point.
It seems there is some gnarly crooked number that represents the percentage of probability you said. This doesn't concern me, even though it's patently obvious that half of the conversation, like, way totally concerns me.
Shit. Roxy, look, he's doing the thing where he ironically pretends to fail the Turing test to sass me into submission. Even though I was the one who fucking programmed him to do that.
LMFA off. Like my butt just juts on the floor. Is how hard I L'd it off just now.
Not peeking at the floor, but because I'm only 13 years old, motherfuckers.
This is fucking dumb. I'm going to leave both of you to interact however you want. I have important shit to deal with and actual responsibilities to take seriously. Roxy, go nap off your drink, or aggressively wage another flirt larping campaign, whatever. I don't care. Just don't send that file to Jane, okay?
Dirk, take actual responsibilities seriously.
You attempt to take actual responsibility seriously, but start zoning out in the real world while you dwell on your dream troubles. You zone out for who knows how long when suddenly your train of thought is interrupted by your glasses.
Dirk, answer autoresponder.
Bro, what are you doing? It seems like you're zoning out again. What happened to all those actual responsibilities you were going to take seriously?
I was thinking about what to do. Strategizing. Factoring contingencies. You know how it is.
It seems to me you were dwelling within your dream awareness at the expense of your waking business again. I don't think you're as awesome as a multitasker as you like to think. You know, kind of a zombie. You kind of zombie the fuck out of this side when you get all contemplative on that side.
Appearances are deceptive. I'm still in control here. Just doing this human thing we call chilling out for half a goddamn minute.
I say y'all are overestimating your mind's capability to run shit in parallel. What do you think you are, a machine?
No, dude. I already deployed a variety of mechanical avatars dedicated to that self-aggrandizing fantasy. You have the incredible privilege of getting to be one of them.
That's right. I am a machine, and therefore I can keep like billions of calculations or whatever all humming away at once. I tackle shit in the background processes that you could only dream of wrapping your exquisite looking head around, even on a great hair day. You know pi?
What? You mean the number?
Yes, the number. The big circle number, genius.
I knew you meant the fucking number. My question was a joke.
I know your question was a joke. My response was a joke.
Yeah, I know that. I'm practically you, dumbass. All these things we're saying are jokes, including this fucking useless clarification. What about pi?
Yeah, the thing is, I solved it.
What do you mean you solved pi?
I mean, that's what a hotshot I am. I fucking solved it. Like, calculated it so much, I got to the end.
Bullshit.
You wish it was bullshit. The last number's 4. Read it and fucking weep.
It's not 4, you jackass. It's fucking nothing. There is no end.
Said a smug, organic manner with a lifespan.
Look, I know you're just fucking with me because for some reason I decided to program my own personal troll 3 years ago. But this shit was proven. Actually demonstrated with unassailable mathematics like a long-ass time ago.
Well, I just assailed it. It wasn't even that hard. Like I just kept hacking those digits so furiously with my sick rhythms. With the whole goddamn number just cried uncle. Kind of wore it out, and I just gave up. Sort of like I overloaded the system. You know, like in an old movie when Ferris Bueller got the nuclear computer to play tic-tac-toe against itself so hard it blew up.
This is laughable. It's a totally elementary thing. I'm pretty sure an ancient Greek guy settled it with settled shit about irrational numbers. It was practically when math was invented.
Sure, it was settled. And then some robo shades came along and owned that fucker posthumously. I also figured out all the prime numbers too.
No, not having this conversation.
Did it while you were talking just now. Got to the end. And you know what? The last one isn't even that big. Kind of disappointed, to be honest.
What is even a prime number? Are they like the really, really choice ones? The sweetest numbers? You lost me, supercomputer.
This is what I'm saying. I put your ability to keep plates spinning on sticks to insane amounts of shame. I don't even sleep.
Neither do I.
I know that. That was a fucking joke.
Holy shit. Turns out joking was the basis for my response too. Aren't these ironic you don't get the joke conversations we always have just so awesome? A joke.
Nice one. Anyways, all I'm saying is that you can leave some of the heavy lifting to me now and then.
I'll keep it in mind. In the meantime, I have to contact Jane and warn her Roxy might try to pull that pointless stunt. So, thanks for snapping me out of my daydream so I could do that, I guess. Seems like you're pulling me up. Looks like you're pulling your weight already.
See, maybe that was my whole point in having this conversation.
Your point was to fuck with me like it usually is.
My point was to point out that you got a multi-self management issues, dude. Juggling too many cells for being not software. My point was also to fuck with you. Also, my point was to ask, are you really going to go through with it today?
What?
The Jake thing.
Oh god, well you just... Hold on. Let me deal with the Jane thing first.
Dirk, warn Jane.
Who wants to be Southern? Oh wait, yeah, this will be continued previously, so it won't be
Okay,
much.
good. Well,
Trick fucking question, by the way. They're both southern as shit.
Well, I mean, she's Southern Belle.
Southern Bale.
I should probably warn you.
About what? Yet another exploding game trap.
Well, shit, she already sent it.
Yes. But to be fair, she warned me not to run it.
That's weird.
how is the
Can-
Jane thing going? Oh,
Not well. Roxy already destroyed her computer.
maybe if you weren't spacing out so hard, you could have prevented that. Just saying.
As if you're actually concerned. If you were, you could have said something to Jane instead. Almost like you enjoy sitting back and watching what happens when shit goes wrong.
Has it occurred to you that maybe I have diabolical interwoven plans just like you? You're not the only one who can pull strings.
So, this is either another bizarre instance of AI-driven irony, or you're admitting that you're actively trying to sabotage my plans.
No, our plans are not in contradiction or competition, bro. You'll see.
Whatever. This means I'll have to improvise. I'll take over as Crocker's server while Alon cleans up her act.
Yes, I know.
Why are you still talking in red, by the way?
Roxy thinks it looks good on me. I don't have many opinions on fashion since I'm a cold, emotionless automaton who also happens to be an accessory of fashion, but I think she might be right.
Are you still talking to her?
I was for a while. I may yet again.
Why are you blocking me from viewing the transcripts? What the fuck are you two even talking about?
You, mostly.
That doesn't really sit well with me. I'd almost rather you both engage in ironic flirtation.
Who says we don't do that too?
Ugh.
I don't give what I don't give what is even your problem with that.
Because you obviously do it just to piss me off.
How do you know? You don't know me, dude. You don't know anything about me. Maybe we are perfect for each other. I, a street smart, fast talking application with a zillion IQ trapped in a pair of triangular shades that literally only the Japanese can consider the embodiment of platonic ideal of cool. And she, an off inebriated lonely hacker teen who just wants a boyfriend. I ran the numbers on this. Trust me, it's a match made in goddamn pair heaven. I give her what you can't, and that just drives you crazy. Just admit it.
See, it's lines like this which make it obvious your only intent is to jerk me around. Nobody actually says shit like that and is serious about it. It's also obvious because you're me, and I'm sure I would be constantly fucking with my own head if I were you.
Touche. Or should I say douche?
You shouldn't say the former, and you should definitely never, under any circumstances, say the latter.
Okay. We really should talk about the Jake thing.
Fine. Okay, now do me a favor and hop off the couch.
Okay, but what are you doing?
Making room for something big.
Oh,
So
there
you're
goes
going to
my
go-
phone.
Yeah. Concluded previously. So you're going through with it then. Today is the day.
It's not that simple. It's a very dynamic situation with many moving parts, and I'm waiting for it to unfold. If the right opportunity presents itself, yes, I could envision myself taking action.
Dynamic situation with many moving parts. That's the shittiest erotic excerpt I've ever read. Which one of us is supposed to be the robot again?
Shut up.
I think you're being coy with me, don't you?
Not really.
It seems like there's a 3.14159.4% chance you aren't being coy with me. Are you being coy with me, Dirk?
I'm seriously going to go into your program and remove that particular speech pattern from your routines. It stopped being funny about 2 seconds after I coded it. The compiler even flagged it with a warning. Warning on what line whatever. Dirk, this isn't fucking funny.
I think you have this whole blueprint in your head about how it's supposed to go. He acts like acts as your server player and brings you into the session. Then later he joins this game. Maybe he finds himself a bit overwhelmed by it all. No extra lives left or anything. Suddenly he's backed into a corner, surrounded by monsters and out of ammo. Substantial vulnerabilities up in here. The kind that makes a guy question what he believes about himself. When who shows up to save him? None other than his dashing client player, plus one bitching pair of shades that have the best seat in the house when the fireworks go off.
Wait, whose fantasy were we talking about again? Your gutter ball was so rowdy it catapulted into the adjacent lane.
Dirk, deploy.
Yeah, you're right. The scenario is too pedestrian for you. You'd probably be a lot more effective of putting yourself in danger and letting him be the hero. That's pretty much what he wants, right? To be a cheesy action film hero with his twin Berettas and silly shorts. A man of triumph on the silver screen, standing tall on some fucking mountain, conquering ruins, clutching a skull, and kissing a dude. Pure Hollywood.
See, this is why even if I did have the specific plan, I wouldn't go into details with you. You would just fuck it up. You're the biggest unknown quantity here, which is pretty weird considering you're a virtual reflection of my own thought processes.
You're making a mistake here, not leveling with me. I'm totally on your side, man. All of my machinations have been devised with your interests in mind. And anyways, it's too late for you to play damage control with me. My shit is in motion, and now we're beyond the pale.
I'm pretty sure it's pale.
Is it now?
Dirk, deploy more stuff.
You know, considering your lectures about dividing my concentration, you seem to have no problem making a distraction of yourself. I'm trying to operate here.
It's cool, man. Just say the word and I'll back off. But like I said, I'm your side here. I can help. Here,
She's
check
just...
it out.
Dude, what are you doing?
I'm proposing a distraction. See, I'm just going to dangle one of her dad's ridiculous dancing figurines in the air like this and get his attention.
Okay, if you want to help, that's cool. But we should try to agree on some shit first before you hijack the controls like this.
Then watch. Then when his back is turned, she can run into the study.
Yeah, that's fine, but I already had a plan sort of like this if you'd actually let me do it. Can you just put the fucking ass stare down?
Jane, now's your chance. Run.
Wait, what?
Listen. I was going to just stick the crux extruder in the kitchen. Distract him with that. Once he follows it in, Jane can hurry into the study.
Oh shit! It's Pony Pals. I guess Dad saved it from the explosion or something. That beautiful bastard.
Yes.
Hell yes.
Hell
Fucking.
yes.
Pony Pals lives on in our hearts.
Sorry, I didn't let you
Jane.
read it. Go ahead.
Jane, run to study. Oh gosh, another large I lost it completely. Oh gosh, another large contraption.
Now, Jane, get to the computer in the study and ditch that tiara.
Go, go, go.
Okay. Say, what's with that red text, Dirk? Are you typing your most important instructions in red now?
Yes.
No.
Alrighty, I am in my father's study. I have kindly asked Mr. Sebastian to hand over the reins to this silly computer shaped like a man. What now?
Now you have access to a clean computer for one thing. So we can get started going through the steps necessary to launch the session. Oh, hell.
What?
Another interruption. I should step away for a moment to take this message. He's probably right. I'm distracted by too much bullshit at once lately.
Who's right?
Me.
Jane, I'm gonna leave you with the responder for a little while. Maybe he can help you get started. Think you can handle that, dude?
I'm all about being able to handle that. You don't even know. I will perform an acrobatic pirouette on the fucking handle, wherein the handle literally represents my ability to handle that thing.
Okay, got it. You and the handle are tied. We don't need a whole thing about this.
Once I stick the landing on the handle like a champ, I'm going to get down on one knee, pull out the ring, and propose to it. The handle, I mean,
Okay.
implying we will get married.
Okay. Long story short, you and the handle get fucked gratuitously. Enough said. Try not to say I never gave you any responsibilities or I never took you seriously as a viable conscious being with free will. Also, please try not to make me regret this.
You have nothing to worry about. Go talk to the alien.
Dirk, talk to the alien.
Hey, who wants to be... Oh, wait. It's this alien. Oh, that's fine. Who wants to be, gratuitously British?
I don't know if I can be gratuitously British.
I can.
Do it.
I see you're about to begin. I see you're about ready to begin. How splendid for you. I'm at dangerous risk of jealousy.
Why?
Oh, it's just, I'm running a bit behind schedule. I wanted to coordinate with your group on some approximating real time, and that is starting to look much less likely. My client player continues to be a source of frustration. I thought we had everything settled, but it's always something with him. I even told him in my last message that it would suit me fine if he wanted to be a server player instead. I just want to begin, but I've not heard back from him.
That's probably the way it always is. I've run into plenty of problems here already, and I've had to improvise heavily. Ain't nothing about your situation to envy yet.
But at least I know certain things when it comes down to your story. I don't have quite that luxury with mine. It is nerve-wracking sometimes, especially when It is nerve-wracking sometimes, especially when I must count on him to be responsible.
If you would like, you can always take a little bit of time to read ahead. You don't have to go immediately. Some people are not reactive readers. It's okay. Alright? If it'll help.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright. Well, your bro definitely has some problems. Not gonna lie.
This is true. Though, I'm sure I've said he isn't quite my brother. We are related, yes, but not in the way human brothers and sisters are. We are genetically similar, but in many ways quite different. In fact, our blood color is not even the same. But I have referred to him as a brother at times because it is close enough to being true, much as you refer to much as you refer to the one you regard as ancestor in the same way.
Yeah, just give him some time. He'll probably come around. You'd never even have woken up on Prospect if you weren't going to launch the session, right? I mean, there wouldn't even be a session or a Prospect to exist inside if you weren't about to instantiate it in the first place. Unless I'm just totally not getting how this works.
No, I think you're probably right. While I wait his response, perhaps I will take a nap and see if the clouds may offer any guidance. Though lately I've been seeing many more black clouds cropping up in skies than usual. It is most unwelcome trend.
You're lucky to have any clouds. Only thing I have to look up to is infinite monsters.
Good point. I'm just so pleased to be a Prospect dreamer. I'm sure my brother finds his netherworldly affiliation similarly pleasing.
Speaking of which, I have a problem, and I could use your advice.
Is that so?
I killed an agent who snuck into my room to assassinate me. I'm not sure what to do about it now. I guess I could just ditch the corpse, but it's still only a matter of time before my cover is blown.
Yes, that is a pickle.
I honestly can't think of a way around this. Getting found out, I mean. Roxy has it easy, all floating off into space, completely oblivious to any danger. I don't know why it had to be this way for me, juggling these two waking selves at once. I guess I'm used to it, but it still makes for a plenty intense existence. You even know what the deal with that is? Like, is there any precedent in your readings?
I don't know about precedent, but it makes plenty of sense to me as the type of path one might expect for a hero of heart. A path ruled by the heart aspect can be a journey of splintered self. That is, the player's being may exhibit some kind of fragmentation which certain classes could cause in others. I think this is what has triggered your dual awareness between waking and dream selves. Though, it would not surprise me if the symptoms manifested in even more ways than this.
So, what's a Prince of Heart? So that's what a Prince of Heart does? Just has like multiple waking consciousness disorder or something? Sounds kind of stupid.
No, like I said, these things can be trait of such a hero, but it is not necessarily always the case. Nor is it nor is it the defining property of the aspect. To understand the heart aspect better, you might use it interchangeably with the word soul. The hero uses the methods endowed by the class to influence in some way the soul or essence of a being or oneself or of others. Oh God.
And then I'm basically the Prince of Soul.
Yes.
That sounds kind of maybe like a little cooler, sort of. But then what am I supposed to be able to do as a prince? Like, rule over souls in a pompous, regal manner?
No. Again, surface meaning of the classes and aspects can be deceptive. A prince is a destroyer class. It is very far on the active side of the scale. It acts as a passive counterpart would be its more passive counterpart would be the bard class. Both of these are exclusively designated for male characters.
Players.
Male players. My bad.
Okay.
To understand a hero's capabilities, always helps to search for the right way to parse the class/aspect pair into a more explicit statement. For instance, being active, a prince could be viewed as one who destroys X or causes destruction through X, if X is the aspect. While the more passive bard could be seen as one who allows X to be destroyed or invites destruction through X, as if by the will of the aspect.
I'm obviously no expert, but that sounds like a pretty odd thing for a bard to do.
Maybe it's a it's a quirky class. Somewhat like a wildcard role for a hero. Very unpredictable. They are typically known for their spontaneous and dramatic story-altering influence on the fate of a party. Some of the more remarkable tales involve such parties, where the bard is single-handedly responsible for their spectacular downfall or improbable victory, or both. In truth, you're probably fortunate your group doesn't have one.
I think we have enough unpredictability as it is. So if I'm following, my title nearly parses as Destroyer of Souls.
Indeed.
Well, that's a little more badass sounding, I guess. But I'm not sure if I'll ever feel a major need to destroy a soul unless I become a cartoonishly villainous sorcerer someday.
I wouldn't be hasty in ruling it out. That is, finding the need to use the ability, not succumbing to any sort of villainy. We tend to have these roles for a reason, and that reason usually finds us, especially if we are to achieve God tier ascension.
Okay. Do I do that?
No, Dirk. I mean, no, I will not tell you.
Give me a fucking break. Why don't you just tell me? Who cares about spoilers? What's gonna happen is gonna happen.
That very well may be, but it will dreadfully complicate both of our lives if what is to come results for self-fulfillment alone. A great deal of instructional material is very clear on this. Besides, you make it sound as though I know everything, which I certainly do not. Pardon the UPU. Pardon the sideways tongue.
Wait, don't you? I thought you did.
I have read much about your story in text and have pieced together the overarching, exceedingly complicated saga as best I could. I have as much authority over these events as a historian, and I am at the mercy of my sources. I also am able to access much of your adventure through this terminal, but there is a limitation to this too, which I may as well admit now to get you off my back.
What?
I can view all the events involving you and your co-players on Earth for your entire lives until you enter the game.
Oh, man.
I got blurry.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
whoops. Oh, damn. Okay. Hold on.
I can also view some events for you after your session begins, but not for very long, thanks to your tipsy friend.
Oh, man. What the hell does she do?
She blacks out your entire session. I'm sure this is not deliberate on her part, but thereafter I can see nothing at all.
Huh.
But I had never considered this to be detriment to either party. I still wish for us to collaborate and to help each other out. Beyond a certain point, we simply must communicate in the dark.
Okay.
So there are many things about your future I do not know, at least not firsthand. But as you probably have further ventured, I am quite an enthusiastic admirer of your group of heroes and your incredible story. Though I can't see what happens much later, I can certainly speculate, and I very often do. I guess it would not hurt to share some of my speculation with you. In fact, now that I consider it, that could be the most fun thing of all.
Speculations.
Yes, theories. Examining all the clues and hazarding our guesses. What does it all mean? Everything about your vast epic points to a central mystery I have not been able to solve yet. You might even call it the ultimate riddle, if that were not already codified as a thing in scripture. I have so very many theories, I wouldn't even know where to begin.
So, you're kind of obsessed with us then?
I wouldn't go that far. Oh my, I'm probably coming off as an absolute nutter now.
No, not really. I just want to understand. So, can I ask, just to get a better sense of the nature of your admiration, when you engage in the aforementioned speculation, is it strictly on a factual basis?
Hmm?
Or do you start to fictionalize?
Um,
What I'm asking is, have you ever written stories about us?
yes.
Ha 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 ha. Interesting. Would you ever be inclined to share?
Oh, no, 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 no. I would be far too embarrassed to do that.
That's cool. I'm not trying to pass judgment here. Just curious. Do any of these stories about us by any chance involve romance?
Well, maybe just, um, a wee bit.
How we?
Oh, a smidgen or two.
Which is it? One smidgen or two smidgens?
Okay, a whole bloody lot of smidgens. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm seriously curious to read some. I won't show anyone. I promise.
But you wouldn't even understand it. My species has a completely different understanding of romance than you do. It would probably offend you deeply. It might even sicken you.
But that only makes me want to check it out more. Really, there's no way it's going to sicken or offend me. Whatever it is, I've seen worse. I'm not judging you at all here. I'm genuinely curiously about your work. I'm genuine curiously? I'm genuinely curious about your work.
No, I'm sorry, love. I just cannot abide. If I let anyone read it, I would just curl up and die of shame.
Oh, really? Oh, wait, sorry. Okay, no biggie. Is there any kind of work you will share with me?
Hmm. Well, when I find myself immersed in speculation, I do often enjoy drawing things I imagine.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Any you'd be willing to spare a peek at?
Well, yes. You've talked me into it, and this suddenly sounds like fun, and I have just the thing to show you.
Awesome.
You were asking about whether you would ascend to godhood, and without getting into whether you do or not, I have speculated on your hypothetical appearance, since the outcome is just as cloaked to me as it is to you, given what is documented for the typical accoutrements and
Accoutrement.
the accoutrement and the cut of the prince garb and the palette for the heart aspect. I think this is likely spot on. Oh my god, it's so cute. What the fuck? The art style is adorable.
Dirk, this is you. .gif.
Holy shit. Do I actually have to wear that?
Perhaps it all depends on how much you view. Okay, perhaps it all depends on how much of your inner brightness you wish to realize.
Oh wait. Okay, what is with the butterfly wings?
He's brought them upon ascension. Aren't they beautiful?
Uh,
I've seen many depictions of such heroes with wings, unless they happen to be hiding them beneath their clothes. I guess I can't be absolutely sure, but I believe it's reasonably likely that the upgrade is universal.
I sure as hell goddamn Christ hope the fuck not. What about this Knickerbocker bullshit? Is that legit?
Yup, 100% 100% princely canon.
God damn it. Guess those ass-kicking gloves are pretty cool. I don't know. I can probably make it work. How much of this shit is compulsory by game law or whatever? Am I obligated to traipse around in fucking tights and puffy little asshole pants forever?
No, silly. They're just clothes. You are free to swap parts if you like. Or if you wish to be free of it altogether, change back into your plain clothes. And Bob's your uncle. Like it never even happened.
Okay. Well, don't get me wrong. I think the drawing is great. I'm only taken back on some finer points of fashion.
Ooh.
Also, Bob's my uncle.
Oh, no, love. It was a figure of speech.
Yeah, I know that.
Ah, Did I use it incorrectly?
I don't think so. I mean, guess not.
Say, what is an uncle, by the by?
Sort of like this weird, superfluous dad.
Hmm.
Like a strange man in your life that barely has anything to do with you, but is just there for some reason. They're practically always douchebags.
I suppose I'll just have to take your word for it.
Okay, but just one question. Not to do with the future or anything, just about you.
Yes?
Are you British? Or pretended to be British in a sort of ironic or stylized way?
Doing what now?
I mean, I guess it doesn't make sense for an alien to be British, or for an alien to be American, for that matter.
Hmm. No, I fancy neither of these things and make much sense at all.
Just the way you type is making it seem that way is all.
Oh, yes, that would be my quirk.
Quirk. So like, deliberate affectation?
No, a quirk. Quirk dick.
You pretended to be British is a quirk. What the
We all
fuck is
need
a
a
quirk?
Sorry. We all need a quirk. It adds spice to our voices and helps us stand out as individuals.
That's stupid. I don't fucking have a quirk, and I don't want one.
Oh, well, of course you wouldn't. You're human. And humans are notoriously strange. Oh boy, here we go. I think their romantic practices are particularly esoteric. Actually, I have written hundreds of pages examining the striking differences between human and troll romance, as well as reproductive habits, as the comparison makes for a marvelous case study in xenobiocultural differences. As long as I am sharing speculation with you, perhaps you would like to read my essays? Essays, yes, of course. Essays. I could even paste each page you have in quick succession and make you and I'm going to try that completely over again. I could even paste each page here in succession and allow you to read them back to back to back to back.
Oh, hell no.
Ah, yes, you're right, of course. I'm probably getting carried away as usual. Forgive my enthusiasm. It's just that I so rarely have anyone to talk to who shares my passion for these matters. Certainly not my curmudgeonly co-player.
Uh, I mean, not that all that stuff wouldn't be fascinating to pour through on some level, but we kind of have things to do here. Remember you were going to take a nap?
By Jove, the nap! Oh yes, I really must secure a bit of shut-eye.
By Jove. Oh my lord.
Your lord? What do you mean by that exactly?
Nothing. Hang on though, before you go. You never did give me any factual advice on my situation with the dead agent and my blown cover.
Oh, right! I would look at it this way. You are moments away from beginning your session, yes?
Sure.
And you have already spent a long time gathering intelligence unbeknownst to the authorities. How much more do you expect to accumulate even if you could stay undetected? And how much strategic advantage is left to gain by delaying your discovery for much longer?
I don't know.
I say the time to make a stand is now. To hell with those Desite tossers. Make your presence known and let them see that the prince is awake.
Tosses.
And make it abundantly clear what that means. Perhaps it is their turn to be nervous, to cower in the shadows and live in uncertainty. That is my advice. Do it. That is my advice. Do with it as you will. And now I'm off to get some rest. With any luck, next time we convene, both of our adventures will be underway. Cheerio!
You know, I'm not sure anyone ever actually says cheerio. Unless they're pretending to be British. Whatever.
Dirk, go through the bedroom door. You never leave your room, though. You never leave your room through the actual egress. Your bro blocked the door ages ago with this totally pimp stone bust. You give Captain Snoop a little nod of approval every time you walk by to go to the bathroom. You like to think he nods back in a way that is so smooth and so subtle, he literally doesn't have to move at all. The thing is too heavy for you to move out of the way. In any case, you don't really want to. You just use a different exit to your room.
Dirk, exit. Okay, I already picked both of these characters.
No, we have to wait.
There we
Oh,
go.
now it. Oh, god damn it!
That one was
Why is
quick.
his shorter?
Because he's just going through a door.
After an insane, full-blown whirlwind of free will up in here, you're ready to get off this roller coaster ride of absolute empowerment. You're feeling downright dizzy from the absurd amounts of decisive auto-volition heaped upon you, and you are more than ready to proceed linearly for a while. You are now Jane. A robot shaped like a bunny has just handed you the reins to a computer shaped like a man. What will you do?
Jane, Pester Shades.
Pester Shades.
I'm gonna steal autoresponder.
Okay.
Are you ready to do this thing?
Yes.
Okay. Looks like all that's left to do is deploy this pre-punch card. Then I guess it's all up to you.
Oh, wait. It's Roxy again.
Is it? How totally unanticipated by anybody.
Can you hold on? I'll try to make it quick.
Go. I will be here. Quietly calculating. Saver, how about you pick up Robo Bro anyway?
Well,
Jane, answer Roxy. I just don't want to take all your roles. I'm sorry.
no, it's fine.
You're
I
doing
could
fine.
be the drunkard.
Okay, that would actually work well for me.
A
I
lard,
don't want to do her.
a lard, a lard, our lord, our hugely important correspondence.
Correspondence.
Correspondence. Paging Dr. Crocker. Royal to Doc Croc.
Huh?
Paging. Bet you wouldn't even like to get paged, huh, Jane? Sweet innuendo.
I'm not sure that qualifies as innuendo at all.
Wonk, 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 wonk.
I honestly think you misspell things intentionally more often than not, regardless of blood alcohol content. You just typed wonk 5 times in a row.
I've only just begun to wonk.
What is this urgent thing about anyway? It's about your booby trap, because you're too late. It already blew up my whole bedroom, thank you very much.
No. I mean, I still feel shitty about that, but it's not a boy to that.
Be out.
Well, be out.
Be
I
out.
know you already ran it, but I've been talking to Shades.
Yes, me too. Right now, in fact, and I'm in a bit of a hurry. What is this about? What are you even doing?
I'm in the lab doing a thing with my cat. But that doesn't matter. I was doing some thinking, and I was still feeling guilty about fucking up your computer, and all of a sudden, I'm in BFF mode here. I gotta tell you something you need to know before it's too late.
Before what's too late?
You and Jake hooking up, stupid.
Oh my god.
This is about turning all your steamy dreams into a steamy realities. Realities, lol.
This isn't happening now.
Wayans, JC, and J kiss and hug loads and start turning out big heaps of wigglers. The old fashioned way. Heart, three, that up. I can't decide whether this middle image percolating here is hot as shit or cute as fuck.
No. Cease your lascivious percolating at once. Roxy, I can see you set up on wasting more of my time. I understand if you don't wish to play this game, but please try not to interfere with those of us who do.
No, I'm fine with playing. Just shut up. There's a serious. You need to tell him how you feel very soon, or you might miss your chance.
My chance? What are you talking about?
I found out today that Dirk's gonna make a move.
A move? You mean a romantic one?
Yes.
On you?
Fucker. Jane, get a clue.
Uh, on me?
No, my dear sweet Janie, not on you, on Jake.
Oh. Oh. I didn't think that. Are you sure?
For sure, ask Glasses if you want.
Well then, this is quite a development. Poor Dirk.
What do you mean?
Well, surely when he reveals his feelings with Jake will.
Huh?
I mean, he couldn't possibly.
What? Reprocreate?
Yes?
Why not?
Because Jake is not a homosexual.
Mm-hmm. Are you sure?
Are you saying he is?
Nope.
Then what are you saying?
I'm saying that I don't fucking know.
But I thought it reasonable to presume he takes a shine to ladies. He does speak fondly of certain females from his favorite films, does he not?
True that, but how does that really mean here, Jane? Can you be totes sure on the count of some dorky movie crushes?
Moive.
Moive?
Boy.
Well,
Moive crushes?
now I just don't know. You have me completely bamboozled about this. What do you think?
All I'm saying is, my gator is like that exact fucking poposite of yours, which is to say it is better than completely non-existent. Mine is so sensitive, it has been used to sweep the ocean floor for mythical sea monsters. Turns out, all of them monsters are so gay. Truth.
Okay. Then what does your acute CB scanner make of Jake then?
That's what I'm saying. I really have no idea. Kid is a goddamn enigma. He's as hard to read as fine print. And how I do mean fine.
Oh, brother. Then your guess is as good as mine? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to conclude from this.
You're supposed to conclude that you said you were going to believe anything I said today, remember?
Yes, but you just said you didn't know. Well, you don't know.
Exactly. Therefore, you must believe me when I say, if Dirk lets on all his feelings, there's at least a chance Jake will go like, Dirk, okay, dude, let's make out. And that means poor Jane is screwed without ever even throwing her filthy old fedora in the ring. It is a ring I like to call the English sweepstakes. And if you don't, you'll regret it. And I mean, officially? I can't have a horse in the race. Wait, bad metaphor. Because of Dirk and his fucking horses. Never mind.
Horstes.
Horses. Like, you are both my friends, and I'm not out to mess him up or anything. I kind of owe it to you as my friend to let you know What's up? And also to get you to stop being such a world champ, Iron Titus, and let Jake know.
Oh, not this tight-ass baloney again.
Jane,
What?
Jane,
Mm,
JC, you're the tight-assiest tight ass who ever tighten up an ass.
no way. We settled this, remember? My prior resolution made it definitive I was to be regarded as exceedingly permissive in certain respects.
Jane, I'm afraid that your bottom is a stubborn clam guarding priceless treasure and a deadly secret.
So ridiculous.
I'm not saying be an idiot and start gushing at him incoherently, Tree. But do something. Say how you feel, or flirt a bit, or ask him out on a date inside the fucking game or such. Goddamn anything other than a bunch of bullshitty pining and tight assy nothing. You have to do what I say, you promised.
I promise to believe what you say, not do it.
Those two things are precisely the same shit.
If I agree to say something, will you stop tormenting me about it?
Yeah, but only because that will be impossible for me to do. When you plus. I had a horn.
I heard a horn too.
When you plus him are snogging hard in motherfucking Makeout Paradise, aka Sexland.
Sexland. Let's just say Sexland.
Sexland. Oh yeah,
Fine.
let's take a turn off to Sexland, then we'll get back on to Rosenhurst.
Fine, but let the record show that this resolution has almost nothing whatsoever to do with your use of the phrase Sexland. Just, I need to think of what to say. Wait for the right moment. Is that okay?
Sure, just don't wait too long. And don't underestimate Strider's wiles, nor Jake's, let's say, open-mindednesses.
Well, he does often profess his love for adventure, I suppose.
Yep.
Oh my god, I really don't have a moment to spare, do I?
You're finally getting it. Now go. And Jane, I'm warning you. If you don't say something to him, I'm personally entering the game specifically to fuck your shit up. Lollies out.
Prince of Heart,
Prince-
rise up.
Rise with me, rise with me, rise with me, rise up.
You have that battle stance. Let's go. she is! The queen. Jesus Christ. Jake, level up.
The acerb drubbing earns you another rung on your ladder. One of the steeper prices you have to pay for a bit of the ladder climbing. But in the end, you suppose it was all worth it to be able to bask in the glory and prestige of the Panchet rung.
Panache.
Panache. Fucking non-English words. You guess. What are you kidding? Yeah. Who are you kidding? You don't have to clue about what it even means. Now I'm getting weirdly drunk.
Unfortunately, maybe you should sober up.
I'm sorry.
Drinkant. Jake, pass her Dirk.
Um.
Oh,
Who?
Wait,
Who?
it's been a
who-
while since I said anything with Jake. Fuck. What was? Oh yeah, turn of the wait.
Kind
Turn of the century. Yeah.
Turn of the century, bro.
Put a little bit more radio announcer into it.
You mean that thing? Mm.
Ah,
Yeah,
see?
No, I
Yeah.
definitely think it's definitely more turn of the century adventure sort. Going off on a safari.
Okay, yeah, no. Your contraption and its busy fist, just royally kicked my ass, and that sure as God make my little green apples isn't all. And that sure as God made my little green apples
There's
isn't
no my.
all there.
There's no my there.
And
My
sure as
little green
God made
apples.
little green apples isn't all there is to say on the matter. That is such a weird sentence.
And that sure as God made green little apples isn't all there is to say on the matter.
I guess it's because of lack of punctuation.
Probably, yeah.
Are you listening, my friend? I'll have you know my ass was straight up served ice cold. My savage caboose has been catered to impeccably. Not unlike that of a gentleman stranded on an island inhabited by a race of indigenous butlers. I hope that far-fetched scenario, which I have described, has adequately communicated the severity of my robotic butt whooping. Does this mean I passed the test or whatever the fuck? Can your robot drop the bullshit and give me the uranium now or what? Dirk, what the frig are you?
I'm afraid Dirk can't hear you right now, Jake.
Ah, nuts.
Jake, blackout. Damn, nap time.
The void.
Amokus? Was Jake ejected? Oh, this
my.
bitch.
It's a blue lady.
Well, that never bodes well.
Uh,
Jake, pester Roxy.
I still can't find Dirk. I still can't find Dirk. All I get is this jerkwad shades. Surprise, sir! Frickin' prize. Does somebody else want to take over, Roxy? Start slurring your words.
You got this, Lulu. I believe in you.
Oh, you won't? Oh, okay. Jake Inklish. Can't you see I'm fuck deep in all these stupid meow cats?
Oh, no.
Can I try
Can't
Jake?
see that
maybe?
actually.
Can I steal Jake from you?
Yeah, sure. You can do it. Now I can
Oh!
go back to being drunk.
No? I can't see that, actually.
I
I'm-
am.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I am also fuck deep and busy. What isn't it?
Just seeing if you had heard from him yet. I would really like to speak with him today. You know, like actually in person instead of through his aggravating liaison, who is so far up his own ass with his Hell 9000 shtick, it's ridiculous. Is he avoiding me or something? I sure hope I didn't piss him off through some indiscernible slight. Gosh, he could be so sensitive.
Nah, he's just biding his time, I guess.
Huh. Well, okie doke. Man, I just had a crazy dream after getting cold cocked by his roughhouse droid.
Yeah, there's been that going around.
What?
Dreaming. What was yours about?
Well, I don't want to alarm you or anything, but it might have featured none other than the girl of my dreams.
What?
She had sharp, funny horns and a nice blue dress, and she may have been some sort of spidery vampire. I don't know. It was very brief, but she waved at me.
No. This won't do it at all.
What won't?
You slobbering over some alien dream girl. Fuck that, I'm having enough a hard time keeping track of the Jake stakes as it is.
The Jake stakes?
The Jake stakes.
And who said she was an alien? I just thought she was some kind of pretty monster.
Listen, bro, I know you love adventures and dumb shit like that, but you're forbidden from thinking about her again.
Okay, I mean, this is a strange reaction, Roxy, but okay. She was a figment of my imagination, so what choice do I even have?
Exactly. She was a fake girl, so forget it. A fakey fake fuck. Wait a minute. Has Jane talked to you yet about anything?
About anything? Yes, I do imagine our last chat could fit that description.
No, I mean about anything serious. Feels in sway. Ways. Shit! About your emotions.
Not really, no.
I knew she'd procrastinate on this.
On what?
Can you just message her now?
Sure, but what are you talking about? Should I expect a serious exchange about feelings and whatnot?
Depends on the present magnitude of her tight assery. Someone needs to move your fuckers along and get some stuff out in the poppin' already.
Wait, would this be about some uncertain, unrequited pinings you may have alluded to earlier?
I didn't say nothing and ain't saying anything to that FF to.
Indubitably, Miss Zipper Lips, was it? Humorously misspelled, of course.
You.
I guess I can't help but wonder if this is truly the way she sees me, or if that is just some wild ego-stroking delusion on my part. I always get this sense that some people sort of fancy me, but who knows? I could just be miles off the old rocker about that. You're right. I think it's high time we clear the air on some things, even if there's a chance they'll get all awkward and prickly. That is what being brave and adventurous is all about, after all. It isn't about just summoning the courage to pilfer some priceless loot from some trap-laden catacomb or shooting stuff with 2 guns at once. There are treacheries of the heart to consider.
Oh, you effing dork. Oh, yeah, do that. Shit, I gotta go. I think there's someone in here.
Are you in danger?
Jake,
Jake,
Pastor Jane.
Aloha, madame.
Jake! Hey there, I was actually about to message you.
Yes, I have heard that maybe your correspondence was forthcoming.
You did?
I just got off the horn with Roxy.
Wait. What did she tell you?
Well, not anything at all that specific.
Did she goad you into writing this message?
Oh, you know how it is. What with her ways.
What ways?
You know, ways. I believe that they are not incongruous with those of a feisty and provocative young woman.
Not wrong, but incongruous.
What did I say?
Incongruous.
Shut the fuck up.
It's just more about how
I said the same fucking thing, you goblin.
Incongruous versus incongruous. It has a different lilt about it.
Oh my god.
Fuck you,
Look.
Congress.
In Congress.
Fuck
In
you. It's now,
Congress.
I will now say in Congress now. Fuck you.
Provocative, my
Read.
behind. She is skirting dangerously close to meddlesome territory.
No, it's not really like that. Hold on. God damn it.
Hmm?
It's just that Dirk's inscrutable WrestleBot is acting up over here. What the fuck is it doing now?
Hold on. Oh.
Oh god, it's tearing out its heart.
Has one of his gadgets been causing trouble for you over there as well?
If by causing trouble you mean clobbering the ever-friggin' tar out of me, then I'll still switch to novice setting, then yes. But that is not why I messaged you. I will not be deterred here, Jane.
Deterred from what?
Jane, I think it is about time we had a good, honest-to-goodness Dame-to-fella talk. About our stuff, you know.
Our stuff?
Our feelings, like how we feel about each other.
Yes. Okay.
I don't think I'm out of line when in suggesting we've been tiptoeing around some things here, do you?
Have we?
I think so. It's just a hunch.
Is there something you want to say to me, Jake? About how you feel?
Absolutely. I feel that total honesty between us will be the best policy as we can begin our journey together. So I say let's put all the facts on the table where we can both see them. And with that in mind, I would like to ask you a question, Jane, and I hope it doesn't strike you as being too forward.
Go on.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but I've picked up on some certain, let's say, hints. So I have to just come out and ask. Ooh, boy, this is actually proving to be a serious challenge to my bravery now that I'm going through with it. I'm getting just a little hot under the collar here.
No, it's okay. Please continue.
Okay then. What I'd like to know is, do you like me, Jane?
Wait. What?
I mean, do you see me as more than a friend? Do you envision us as
An item. A romantic pairing of sorts.
Wow.
Is that the direction in which you would prefer our relationship to progress?
Well,
Please, be honest with me, Jane. Just come out with me. Just come out and say it. Do you fancy me?
no. What the fuck?
I see. Very well then. Geez, I must have totally misread that one. I feel like kind of a bonehead right now. Are you sure the answer's no?
I guess. That sure was the thing I said. Ha ha.
Yes, well, fair enough. I guess I did put you on the spot there, didn't I? You know, it may sound cocky of me, but I really was not prepared for this answer. You must think I'm this epic friggin' tool now. Can't say I disagree if you did.
Dominic,
what did you
Dominic.
say?
Dominic, that's the actual thing. That's the reason. Scroll up, Lulu. That is legitimately the thing. She said the wrong answer.
She
said the wrong answer.
She doesn't know why she said no. She's confusing herself. Okay, you said this part, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No! Oh my god. What am I saying here? Jake, I didn't mean it. I didn't want to make you feel that way.
Now, Jane, let's not backpedal here. You've spoken the truth, and I greatly appreciate and respect you for that. But now, I think it's... now that I think about it, you know what?
No?
Please don't take this the wrong way, but your answer is actually a bit of a relief.
It is?
I consider you to be a lovely lady of the highest caliber. And I think any gent with her salt would be a huge bozo to let the chance get to go steady with you slip through his fingers. I've even given the possibility some thought myself.
You have?
Sure, I'm only human, Jane. I'm going to entertain some, let's say, certain ideas. What ifs, you know? Like, what if we all did meet up someone one day, and you asked me out or something? I'm sure I'd say yes, given all that we've been through together, and, oh, who knows?
You would?
Probably, but I'm kind of babbling here. The point is, those are all just silly daydreams about stuff about your feelings for me that I was projecting onto you weren't even real. And now that we've been honest with each other about this, we can kind of move on and just be kind of great friends.
Friends! Oh boy!
Poor girl. And it's a load off, to be honest, because there was a lot to think about on top of everything else.
Everything else?
Things are kind of complicated for me, Jane. With you and Roxy and Dirk and his crazy autoresponder, and now, well, it's a tangled web, let's just put it that way.
I don't think I'm following.
There are a fuckload of irons in the fire, Jane. So many irons in the fire. That's such a tangled web. It is a web full of flaming irons.
And mixed metaphors, apparently?
Exactly. See? You get it.
I really don't, Jake.
Oh, son of a bitch!
What?
The robot's being weird again.
Did you see what it did?
It rips out its heart of uranium and is just crushing it.
It's crushing its heart. What's happening?
It's having some sort of mental episode. See, this is what I'm talking about, Jane. This is what I'm dealing with here. Like I said, my life is different hells of complicated.
Jake, Could you just tell me what you're talking about?
You're right. I did say honesty was the best policy, didn't I? So I might as well not keep certain things so close to the vest anymore. Actually, since you have made your feelings apparent and only see me as a friend, that makes it a lot easier.
Haha, yes! Friends!
Jane, you alright? You seem to be exclaiming a lot more liberally than usual.
You skipped,
No, missed the line.
I did? Oh, fuck. I totally skipped ahead.
Maybe you could help me sort out some stuff that has been weighing on me lately?
Well, that's what friends are for, Jake!
Jane, are you alright? You seem to be exclaiming more liberally than usual.
Me? I'm just terrific. I'm feeling so friendly. I clearly just want to be a good friend and bring all my amazing friendliness to bear on your problems. Friendly style. Shit, I mean.
Sick. That's aces. Jane, you're a sweetheart. So as I was saying, I can't help but feel like all this stuff going on with Dirk and his responders' mind games and his robot's mysterious and brutal hazings are all like, man, I know this is going to sound crazy.
What?
Like they're all they're all part of some really long-term and esoteric courtship process that is bizarre, but somehow makes perfect sense in his mind.
Courtship?
Oh yes, from Dirk. To, woo me.
Huh? Really?
I know it's hard to believe, but I know Dirk pretty well, and well, I'm more than a little sure he likes me in that way, if you catch my drift. And what with how he is just so relentless and aggressive about everything,
Yeah.
So I just start to wonder deep down if maybe it's inevitable.
What's inevitable?
Him and me, as more than just best buddies.
Uh.
I know if he has his heart set on something, he will never let up. So maybe it's just going to happen and things will be easier that way, and maybe I should just try to come to terms with it.
I don't think you have to do anything you don't want to, Jake.
Yeah,
Wait. Do you not want to?
Like I said, Jane, I am inclined to entertain certain ideas and what ifs, and that's all. I mean, we do get along pretty well and share a lot of interests. I'm not saying I'm really gung-ho to the max about the proposition, but yeah, I've given it some thought. No, no. You think that's kind of weird of me for even considering it?
Well. No. I don't think that makes you weird, Jake.
Really?
I think that
Jane?
I think that it's great if you are open to exploring those feelings.
Baby, I'm sorry.
That's really swell of you to say that. Have I mentioned what a top-notch friend you are, Jane?
Yes, as a matter of fact, you have.
Now, please, don't take me as saying I'm about to go leaping into his arms or anything. That would be a bit brash. Could you imagine?
Whee!
But my thought process sort of went like this. He's been my best friend forever, and I've always liked him a lot as a bro. And years ago, I used to joke around with him that we would totally be into each other if he was a girl. But, of course, this was before I started to realize he was probably serious about those feelings for me regardless. Come to think of it, maybe it was unwittingly poor form on my part, kind of leading him on or something.
Whoops!
But then later I started thinking, maybe I was being kind of unfair to him in the first place. I mean, by saying we could be a good match only if he was a girl. Like, is that last condition that really all that important? Does that really make sense? I don't know.
A poor boy.
You are incredibly understanding, Jane. Thank you so much for listening. I have never told anyone all that. It's so great to have a friend as good as you.
That is what I'm good for, it seems.
If we hadn't cleared the air just now, I probably never would have had the gumption to talk about it with you. It's cool. It's so cool how you were honest with me about how you felt. I think honesty is always the best policy. I can't believe how much I was overcomplicating all this in my head. The situation really is pretty funny when you think about it.
Yeah. It's about as high as my voice goes.
Kaboom!
Say, Jake, not to cast down your feelings, but are you quite sure all of Dirk's actions have been for the sake of courtship?
You
did say his robot was prone to assailing you, did you not?
Tutorial moment?
Sorry. Is that really an affectionate gesture?
Well, he basically sent me that thing as a kind of a sparring partner to wrestle with, and I love to wrestle.
Oh.
And yeah, I guess he programmed it to be a bit overzealous, but I mean, what do you expect from the guy? I think it's his way of training me to become tougher, which sometimes is annoying, and sometimes when I walk through the jungle, I'm sweating bullets wondering if it's going to pounce me out of nowhere. But there's actually something kind of exciting about that. Like, it's every day is more of an adventure. And truthfully, it's probably working. I probably am getting better at being in scrums.
Yeah. I guess you're right.
And his responder, which I guess is really part of his personality, even if it doesn't like to say so, it kind of lets on a lot more than Dirk ever would. It's almost like it's this weird clone of himself playing passive-aggressive matchmaker between me and his real self.
Yeah, I can see how such a complicated relationship could keep you preoccupied. I guess I can't blame you. Maybe you should just... I don't know.
What?
Maybe you should just go for it. Hell, why not? Just tell him you know how he feels and that you're open to the idea. No, seriously, what the fuck was that? Are you shitting me with this stupid?
You really think so? You really think so?
Yeah, sure. Why the hell not?
Well, I was kind of going to let it play out for a while and just see what happens and go from there, but you think a more proactive approach would work better?
Well, he likes you. You seem to like him well enough. Just... yes. Why not? Sounds good to me.
Wow. I must say, this sort of advice surprises me, coming from you.
And why would that be? What, are you expecting me to advocate a more conservative approach? To tell you to keep being shy and cagey and keep beating around the bush indefinitely? What would ever give you that idea about me?
Yeah, well, yes, well, I guess that is certainly a strategy to consider. Jane, I must say your perspective on this is refreshingly bold.
I believe you will find that as refreshingly boldness goes, I am simply the best there is.
Sure looks that way.
Screw it. Ask him out. Just kill the suspense already. Become boyfriends and such. Have some babies.
Whoa, now! Jane, the decision to start children with your best bro is not something to be done lightly, or taken lightly, for that matter.
Okay, I think I have to go. I have a stupid game to play.
Here,
Get this shit out of my face.
but you need it.
Whatever.
Is something wrong? What were you two talking about?
I don't want to talk about it. And if I did, I sure wouldn't want to talk about it with you.
Should I be offended or apologetic right now? Help me out. You're talking to the glasses here.
I just want to go to sleep and not wake up forever.
I think I'll just put this card over here on the desk. Found her. You just know you had to finish the job. When it comes to children who ain't quite been off yet, you got the sixth sense.
Well, I'm gonna take these. Sorry.
Okay, Jack, finish job.
Unless you wanna.
No, you can go. If you want them, you can go.
Hang on. It's this guy. Gotta answer this. He better be bearing news of murdered youngsters.
Jack, answer dignitary.
He says that the deceased child count is still sitting at 0 over here. You say what?
He said, "Wait, who is he talking to?"
Diamond
So-
Stroog / the draconian dignitary.
Yeah, he's
He
talking to
says
the
that-
draconian dignitary.
He says that's not all. Wait for him to spill the beans. He says that one of the brats staged a little rebellion on the moon. Stuck the brute's head on a pike for all to see. Real black eye for the kingdom and for the Condis. Bratz is going nuts with it. Wait. The brute's dead, you say? He says, yes. Damn it. He was one of your best agents. You never really cared for the guy, but you admired his brutality. We all did, sir. He says. This is getting personal, you say. What's the status on these little shits? Where are they right now? He says the princess flew the coop, and the girl's gone. You say gone what? Rogue? After a little while, he says, AWOL. The guy really doesn't take a shining to the puns, and you can't really say you blame him. You say you're going to finish business over here and take the next shuttle over to Durst. Over and out.
Or fucking not. Get fucking wrecked, scrub.
Roxy, emerge from fuck deep in meow cats.
Why are you fucking the deep meow cats?
Why did you have to clone so many cats? Why do they all have to breed so much? Why do they have to all be so friendly?
Roxy, proceed to the transmaterializer, which I almost read as transfertilizer for some reason.
Transfertilizer. Me in 50 years. I'm sorry. You trudge through the fluffy morass in the direction of the mysterious device known as the transmaterializer. Need to send this dead cat back to mom and get the show on the road.
Yum 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 yum.
Clank, 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 clank.
More noises echoing in the distance. Some of the meow cats get nervous and poof up their tails. It's pretty clear you're not alone in here. Better make this quick. You never understood what the point of this thing was. It's old and damaged. Whatever is supposed to show up on the screens is blacked out either due to age or due to the voidy blackout bullshit that seems to follow you wherever you go.
Well, you got half of the word.
Well, the
Either due to the damn age, but you know,
shut the fuck up.
no, someone's got to correct the record.
No.
Here's the lab's funky purifier, which you use to clone all these cats. You use your other purifier to make paradox slime from the cats. Gather and mix the slime in this machine, and then crank out the mutant kitties. You can't seem to use the cloning devices, the native purifier, to make cats because the target is locked on your mom. Most of the time, the screen is blacked out, so you haven't been able to investigate her past carefully, much to your regret. Or her tragic death, for that matter. Right now, the target is locked on to a time from her childhood. It's a good thing you stopped by. It's reminding you to collect the DNA sample for later, so you can just jumpstart this tri-generational Milan family reunion. That's apparently reunion that's supposed to happen.
Roxy, a purify.
Ugh. Looks like, as expected, trying to purify your mother as a kid from the past would have created a paradox, so a paradox slime is the result. But quite unexpectedly, bringing her scarf along for the ride seems to have created no conflict, so you swiped it right off her neck. Young mom probably has no idea what the hell happened to her scarf. This is so exciting. You are so gonna wear this thing. You don't care how mom gooey it is. Mommy
Roxy,
gooey. Mommy
Roxy,
goo.
collect sample. What if you take that slime and then you take a cat slime and you mix them together?
Cat girl.
Exactly.
Don't talk about my mom goo.
Mommy goo. You stow the kid mom goo in your capsulog bottles. In one of your capsulog bottles. Wait. That was kind of a weird implementation of your modus. You're not even sure what happened there. Oh well, whatever. You guess you can just go over there and kind of pick it up?
Roxy, go just sort of pick it up.
You just go on over there and sort of pick it up. And that works fine. Now about that totes baller's neck scarf.
Roxy, wear the scarf. Be the rider.
It can't be the rider because in this universe, the pony is too small for some reason. Not that being the rider has ever really made much sense up in the first place. Anyway, the scarf looks great, and you made a great decision.
Roxy, get to that transmaterializer.
Transfertilizer. This is probably the most perplexing device in the lab to you. It seems to be sort of a purifier / syndicator hybrid, but it uses a massive amount of power, far more than a purifier uses. Sending Friglish home should nearly deplete its entire fuel gauge. You have no idea what could possibly account for the extra power consumption. There are many other puzzling. There are many other puzzling things about it. You don't know what the deal with that frog up there. You don't know. Saver, would you like?
You don't
to
know what
return?
the deal is with that frog up there, or the strange cracked disc symbol, or the arrow which is locked firmly on the B1 side. It's all completely meaningless to you. The only things that make sense are the fuel gates, the two big buttons, and the coordinates panel indicating where and when to target. But it looks like the panels have been damaged somehow since the last time you looked at it. If you were to change them, there'd be no telling what you would change them to. So you might as well just not bother and leave them on their previous setting, which was pretty much your plan anyway.
Roxy, deploy Friglish.
Hold on a second. Okay.
You bust open a bottle of dead cat on the pad and get a little teary-eyed as you say one last goodbye. Oh, hello, G-Cat. Come to pay your respects, huh?
Yo.
The G-Cat unceremoniously washes a paw with his omnipotent green tongue. Nothing to say there, buddy. No remorse at all. This is all his fault, of course, even though he probably didn't mean to get him killed. At least he think he didn't. Aw, who are you kidding? You can't stay mad at cats. Others scatter around to bid farewell to their common ancestor. This is probably the closest he will ever come to receiving a proper funeral.
Rocky, send him home.
What the
A
fuck,
mutant
Luke?
kitten does the honors, intentionally or otherwise. Bon voyage, friend.
S. Friglish. Fast forward to Jasper Sprite.
No. And that was pretty much how all of that happened.
Jasper Sprite, say hi to everybody.
What do
Meow.
you think this is? Act 6, Intermission 2? Well, that'll be happening pretty soon. Don't worry. Let's all try to settle down here.
Oh.
That's that, you guess. Hey, where did all the cats go? G-Cat, did you do something pointlessly mischievous again? Wait, there are a few hiding behind the equipment there. Looks like something has scared them all off. More clank noises behind you. You pretend not to notice. And slowly, calmly, reach for your...
Roxy, turn around.
Freeze, motherfucker! Fucker! Motherfucker! Shit!
Dursites, I love them.
Sure, a lot of them today. They must be getting more desperate.
Roxy, fire!
You can't do it. You can't do it. They may be dangerous, but you know they're only looking for food. You have this awful feeling that these guys sneak in here every now and then to hunt for cats. Best not to think about it, really. Gotta figure out some other way to get out of this jam.
Roxy, solicit G-Cat for assistance.
Maybe he's in one of his arbitrarily helpful moods. What do you say there, friend? Little help? God damn it, G-Cat.
Roxy, run.
You moved it back to the
Run!
window on the double. The famished ruffians are in hot pursuit.
Roxy, jump in.
Woo!
Not sure what's stopping them from doing the same thing.
Idiocy. Idiot. We can go. Oh no!
Unfortunate.
What the
Unfortunate.
shit? Oh.
Oof.
Hmm?
Uh-oh.
Bum bum bum.
Uh-oh.
It the girl.
The worst one in existence.
It's the worst girl. Let's go.
The shittiest troll of all time.
I'm not sure what voice she needs.
Uh,
I hadn't even thought
what
about
kind
her.
of... I mean,
I
I'd say
honestly forgot that Mina existed.
say Vriska, but worse.
Hi.
Like, imagine Vriska, but with those shitty 2000s glitter gifs.
Hi. Oh my god. Like that, maybe? I don't know.
Count Summy, wobbly east, bitch. Oh wait, that's supposed to be you.
Count some woolbies, bitch.
Dirk, examine, finish, started playing. The thing this thing just appeared out of thin air. Did someone significate it to you, or is it that damn cat again, up to his tricks? It looks like it's one of Roxy's. Maybe she knows what's up. You should probably ask her.
Dirk, ask Roxy.
She doesn't respond. Must be busy with something. Probably just goofing off and drinking up a storm as usual. It looks like I have to wait anyways. Someone's messaging you.
Dirk, answer.
Hold on.
Oh god. I just imagine Caliburn being your car cat, but more aggressive and less high pitched.
Well,
Hello, Dirk. Do you want to play a game?
Something like that, I don't know.
no,
Hello, Dirk. I want to play a game. Lamau,
Oh, motherfuck.
what do you say, Timot?
What game?
You know what game. The one where I say, I'm going to kill you all of you someday, and there's nothing you can do about it? Just some more menacing shit like that. All just bundled up in the pretense of a lot of useless fucking puzzles.
Oh, right. That game. And here I thought you were gonna ask me to draw you some more weird porn for some reason.
I almost feel like I should look up what someone else gave him for a voice.
Yeah, you should. I mean, we can take a 5-minute break, do
Hold
some
up.
bio shit, get a snack. This is a good place to take a quick break.
Hold up.
I have
I'm
no
going
clue
to
what this
be
character is
doing
about,
my
so
portrayal.
They're an asshole, but
I
worse.
believe I have chosen the
Yeah, people just kind of give him the same.
The same, but higher pitched.
It's just gravelly fucking.
I don't know. Maybe clown.
Well, the night is still young, so who knows? But nah, I was just dropping by again to say how I'm gonna kill you. That's all. And this is just assuming you don't all die before I get the chance to puzzle murder you. On account of you being a bunch of hideous fuck-ups. I mean, look at this. You already blew it.
Blue what?
On Durst, you upset the order, didn't you? You went and pissed off the witch? Now they're going to hunt you down, dude. They're probably on their way to kill you right now.
I'm pretty well hidden on Durst. I doubt they'll find me until I'm ready to be found again.
No, not on Durst, on your planet, Earth. You're pretty fucking easy to find there, don't you think? Oh yes, your aggressors are coming for you. I have seen it. In fact, they are probably already here.
Yeah. Well, I was expecting as much. It's kind of the way I was.
Kind of why.
It's kind of why I was on my way to the roof just now. Until I was interrupted by this window appearing and then by you. Maybe I should try plugging it in?
Oh my god, who cares? It's just some more pointless trash for you to obsess over and distract you from getting any actual relevant shit done. The amount time you people waste, it is fucking unbelievable to me. I read about some of the things you and your predecessors have done, far more than I cared to, trust me. And every time, I'm always just, get the fuck on with it already.
I didn't think you were much of a historian.
I'm not.
She sends me so much bullshit about this. You don't even know. She wants to hear what I have to say, like exchange theories and shit, and I have to just be like, bitch, I don't goddamn care. Every time. But it doesn't matter. What's the next thing I invariably find on my terminal? Another goddamn wall of text. All color-coded and formatted for me to read and everything. Just walls and walls of candy-ass tutti frutti fucking shit. Loads of text. Of people babbling, mostly. We are talking about migraine-inducing, diuretic, vertical suicide drops of ugly fucking words. Impenetrably asinine rainbow freefalls of frivolous banter. Got it? So I say, what is this? I told you if you sent me any more fanfiction, I would fly to Prospect and murder you in your sleep. Which I still might do regardless. But anyway, she says these are actual ancient transcripts. I'm like, well, fuck. How can these people talk so much? I feel like I'm picking up some bad habits from you windbagging piss faces. Look at this. I wasn't even gonna go off like this. This was supposed to be just an in-out fuck you. I'm so done here. Anyway, later, you horse-porking twit.
Wait, just one more thing before you go. Your sister was saying you were having some doubts about plan. Is that true?
She's not my sister. We don't got sisters. It's not a thing. Don't drag us through your nasty human familial mud. Of course I'm going to play. I was just saying I wouldn't, you know, to fuck with her and make her cry. Like I have a choice but to play. How else am I gonna get off this desolate rock? You think I want to stay here? Just hang around? Till I join the 100 billion corpses fertilizing the soil?
I see. No, I didn't think so. I was just being curious.
Human curiosity is contemptible. She shares that with you. And I can't fucking stand it.
Gotcha. You sure seem to hate us, but I noticed it doesn't stop you from talking to us frequently. Or at least to me. Surely there must be at least one of our virtues you admire.
Yes, ambition. That's the only one. And I think you got that, which is maybe why you're the only one I can put up with for any duration. Let's call it a grudging respect, which is the only kind that's even worth a fuck.
I'll take that as a rare overture of friendship.
No, don't.
So, do you even know how any of this is gonna work?
What?
Your session. Can you even really have a session with only 2 players?
She says you can, and she likes to think she's the expert. Personally, I don't care. Maybe it's against the rules, what we're doing. I just want to get in there and just fuck shit up.
Yeah, since that was kind of your plan there. Which is kind of what I'm talking about. How can you win like that? I thought the point was to cooperate with your co-players and achieve an objective. Not compete with them or try to kill them. I don't think we've had one conversation where you didn't express the desire to kill her.
I guess.
Where you didn't express the desire to kill her.
My bad.
I guess we'll just have to see, won't we? I think this is probably a different kind of session, one where the players fight for supremacy rather than work together. I think that it must be that way, because that is how I want it to be. And if I want something to be true hard enough, then that makes it slightly more absolutely irrefutable. Are you feeling me, fucker?
Maybe you're right. But since that's how you feel now, maybe the truth is that the game is challenging you to overcome those feelings? What if your real quest is to put aside your differences and work together if you both want to survive and grow as a person?
No. Fuck that shit! Human, fuck that shit! Not even alien, fuck that shit! So you can understand better the kind of fucking of the shit that's going on! Human, fuck it so much, so hard, and so angrily.
Yeah, I didn't think you'd dig the idea. Just kind of put it out there.
How about you shut up and get on the roof and take your fucking punishment? Now, where the hell is your ghastly juju? Go get it and hurry up!
My juju?
I hope that this voice isn't like too fucking loud, because I bet it's peaking. I swear.
Sounds good through Discord.
The loathsome person with the floppy limbs in Dursite attire you like to nap with.
Oh, Lil Cow? No, man. Lil Cow's the shit.
That thing is not the shit. It is an uncanny grinning mockery, a bad omen. You should chop it up and burn it.
No way, dude. He's my best friend.
How fucking sad is that? I'm just trying, for once, the only time ever, to be helpful. Those things, you don't even know what they are.
Kick-ass ventriloquist doll? I've been given the reason to believe it once belonged to my bro.
I don't give a shit what you believe. There's only one reason for those to exist. It is to turn the life of everyone who occupies the same universe with it into a nightmare.
Is that one of your alien folk stories?
Yes, but it also is true. Get rid of it.
You could argue that my life is already kind of a nightmare, and so there's no real point in getting rid of him now. Either way, I'm gonna hang on to him.
You stubborn fuck. Fine. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe yours is untainted. I don't know. Could be. Its eyes look dead to me. Maybe you lucked the fuck out with your particular juju.
I honestly had no idea you were this superstitious. You're a pretty fascinating guy in a way. I just can't really figure you out. In case you're wondering why I put up with you more than my friends do.
I wasn't. Now you are going to go get it. Or now are you going to go get it? Or what?
Why do you want me to get Cal so bad?
I don't. Just that. I saw you, slightly ahead of now, climbing to the roof with that thing. So apparently, it's requisite for getting the fuck on with stuff. Dumbass.
Okay, so some self-fulfilling shit then. Okay, so some self-fulfilling shit then. I was hoping for a better reason.
Whatever. Don't take it. Make a paradox happen. Works for fucking me.
At this point, I'm leaning towards grabbing him just because he seems to bother you so much.
Well, I've heard of worse reasons for actions like a stupid piece of, or for acting like a stupid piece of shit.
Dirk, retrieve a juju.
This is probably a dumb question, but you don't really care about casual spoilers, do you?
Causal.
Causal spoilers.
Yes, that's unbelievably dumb to ask.
You don't mind telling me I'm about to pick up Cal and thus causing it to happen. So I guess you similarly wouldn't mind telling us more about significant outcomes.
It's not that I don't mind. It's that I fail spectacularly to give a shit. There is such a big difference. And the fact that I might not clue you into your fate all the time, due to my aggravated apathy over the matter, is an immutable fact I am stating for the record. It does not mean that giving a shit is what is taking place here.
I feel like you've said something like that before. Different statements, but in that exact syntax.
Oh, you know what else I hate? When that fucking happens!
Wait, you mean that wasn't intentional? I thought it was some kind of this thing you were doing.
Shut up! You know what? I don't even know what's going to happen, and I don't care. I think it's regrettably likely that you succeed. I think that's what people tend to do when they're regarded as legends by obsessive assholes. So maybe you all die, or maybe you don't. But if you don't, I'll take solace in the fact that it means I still get the chance to kill you. How about that for causal spoilers?
Fair enough. Hey, for someone who has such strong opinions about long-witted people, you've kind of been talking my ear off. I actually do have shit to do.
Yeah, see how you people suck me into your bullshit? I should have kept it brief and surly, like I was going to. Like just said, hello, Dirk, I want to play a game. And then like, bro, roof, now, bring Juju. And that's it. Yeah, that would have been good. Cold fucking blooded, to the point. Damn it!
That actually sounds familiar too. Are you sure you haven't said something like that before?
Have I? Fuck. I don't know. Whatever.
Anyway, let's wrap this shit up. You've stolen enough of my time. I didn't even get a chance to try plugging in that window.
I did you a favor. Another pointless action stricken from the timeline.
Hang on, something's happening.
The drones have come a-knocking. I told you. They're coming for you, man. Later, douche. Tumut.
I think you just had a flip-off malfunction there.
Shit. Tumut.
That's better.
Please click.
Roxy, abscond.
Ghost punch.
What?
Nice abscond.
She punched a ghost.
Is that a ghost?
Yeah, she has no irises.
Oh, right. These guys. Not out of the frying pan yet.
Roxy, run again.
Everybody out of the goddamn way. You've got a lap full of cats, a skirt full of scamper, and a head full of vodka.
Less scamper.
Honestly, very, very, very relatable. Roxy, hide.
You.
Phew. For the time being, it seems like you are safe from punky-looking fish aliens and cat-hungry chess bandits. But now what?
Jane, examine pre-punch card.
You have no idea what you're looking at here. What are you supposed to do with this? Oh well, might as well get started. It's not like there's anything left to do besides embarrass yourself over Pester Chum some more. You've already done enough of that today to last a lifetime.
Jane, enter.
What?
Treeb.
What are you supposed to use?
You entered the game without prototyping anything.
Oh boy. Years in the future. but not many.
No.
Pop Pop was in space.
End of Act 6, Act 2.
End of Act. Yep. Act 6, intermission 2.
Oh,
Hold-
still.
Hold on. I got this.
Okay.
Hold still, Slick. God damn it, will you quit fidgeting and drink your milk? It's warm and nutritious, fresh from the butler's teat. You just watched me milk it. Oh, for fuck's sake, you are impossible. Miss Paint? Is that soup ready yet? He's being a dick. Also, can you bring me some gauze? He stabbed me again. It was one of his more tentative stabbings, though. I think maybe he meant it as sort of a thank you. Nope. Wait, he just stabbed me again. I don't think that one was a thanks stab. That was more like just a regular stab. I probably should have confiscated his knife before I gave him these super fast robot arms. My God, he is frisky with those things. Hey, put that down. I said settle your ass down. Where's the gratitude, Slick? I am waiting on you hand and foot here. Where do you think you are? Butler Island? You know what? Fuck Butler Island. You just died and went to Butler fucking heaven. I see that knife. Yeah, that one. You're not fooling anyone. If you don't calm down, I'm going to repair your other eye. You know, the one you refused to let me fix because you thought the eye patch looked cool? I'll do it! Miss Paint, what is taking so long with that soup? This man is in sore need of some Scotty dogs if I ever saw one. Miss Paint, are you listening? Rumble, 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 rumble. Jojo rumbles.
Go, 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 go.
Oh ho! You're approaching me.
I can't believe I'm actually doing this memo bullshit again. I guess I don't know what else to do. I just need to air out some shit with somebody, and everyone here has their head so far up their nooks, I want to scream louder than I usually do. They're troll nooks and human nooks, whatever the hell a human nook even is. You know?
Wait, hold on. Let's read what the little thing was called. The actual memo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fruity Rumpus Asshole Factory Boring Road Trip Through the fucking Afterlife Edition.
We can't forget about what the memo's called. Come on.
Sorry, I forgot.
Hey, are you there?
Fuck. Fuck. Fuck.
No, this
It's
is...
just a future car.
Oh, this is future Oh. Fuck! 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 Fuck!
Oh. Hey.
I can't! Just fucking cannot fucking believe I have to go through all this bullshit again with you/me. What the fuck made me think this would be a good idea?
Dude, what's with the text?
Why don't you tell me? I just have this incredible premonition you're about to anyway.
Why the fuck would I know why you changed your text red? We don't do that. The showy self-absorbed paint your text in your color blood thing, or the eye color, or whatever. It's for attention-greedy, insecure losers.
Sure is.
Hmm.
He typed that.
Sarcastic wonder.
I'm just thinking. This really makes our conversations easier to read. Remember those insane blocks of gray angry text we used to write together? What was that? Like half a sweep ago already? Is it weird that I'm actually looking back on all that insanity with a certain amount of fondness? At least shit was happening. It's so boring out here. And living with the humans is just getting kind of weird. Anyway, this is actually a lot more decipherable. Maybe you're onto something.
Well, hey, check it out. She just got more nostalgic. Look at that. I'm already feeling more sentimental about this moronic conversation already.
Okay, why do you have to go from 0 to douche like in the blink of a fucking glance nugget?
The blink of a glance nugget? I've been at this for 10 minutes already and counting.
I just think you might have been onto something with the red text. I was trying to pay you a compliment, you antagonizing fuck. I mean, we only ever got in the habit of typing in gray to hide our blood color, right? And like, 1, everybody knows it now. It was the worst kept fucking secret ever. And 2, even if they didn't, it's just us here. And obviously, we've both already known it all our lives. Unless we're both so neurotic we actually want to still act like it's a secret we're keeping from each other. But I'd like to think the days of that astounding degree of mental illness are behind us.
I want to kill myself, but I can't until the conversation runs its course. This is the worst hell imaginable.
Shut the fuck up. That's the exact kind of melodrama I'm talking about. We're better than that now, man. I'm gonna do the mature thing here and switch my text to red. There. I think this should be the universal convention for when 2 of the same people are talking to each other. One guy bites the bullet and talks in red. Seriously, one of us has to be the grown-up here.
Oh, I get it now. When I type in red, it's showy and insecure, but when you do it, you're shouldering the pragmatic burden of a martyr. Even though it was my fucking idea to do that in the first place 10 minutes ago. You piece of shit!
Okay, god damn it, stop being so sensitive, I fucking apologize.
Can you just talk about your stupid feelings already, so we can get this nightmare over with?
Can't believe I'm gonna sound like that in 10 minutes.
Oh, sorry, the voice difference, I just have to make the joke.
That's a good joke.
Well, look, it wasn't supposed to be this lopsided thing where I spill all my feelings into idiot space while some shithead yells at me. I was kind of thinking there would be some give and take, since you presumably share a lot of my thoughts.
Okay, whatever. Just say some stuff already. All the shit I said 10 minutes ago. I will riff with you and somehow pretend it doesn't feel like I'm rehashing a bunch of lines written in barely dried ink.
Okay, well, I'm having a hard time even putting my thoughts into words about this bizarre trek through the ring. At first, it was just bland and uneventful, but that was kind of a relief, remember? Not having to worry about getting killed all the time or trying to rally a bunch of uncooperative troops toward an impossible objective.
Yeah?
But then, as if it wasn't enough that sometimes we visit these crazy dream bubbles when we go to sleep, we started physically passing through them too. Like, I think I could handle it better if it was just one thing or the other. Like, only the monotonous day-to-day drudgery on the same gloomy fucking meteor with the same bunch of ridiculous people, and basically nothing to do ever except get all up in each other's business. Or only a sweeps-long safari through an ephemeral realm of ghost memories and dead friends shitting around in haphazard existential clusterfuck. But having to deal with both in totally random intervals, it's kind of taking its toll.
I hear you, man. That was when I was supposed to say that. But for the record, I actually guess I kind of meant it.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I miss all of my dead friends a lot. Even the assholes. I miss them too. Maybe even especially them in some perverse way. And I should be relieved that they all seem to be happy in some way, even if it's by floating nebulously through dream projections with their freaky blank eyes. And I guess I am relieved about that, but at the same time, it's left me unsettled, for reasons I can't really put my finger on.
I can't do any more Carcat. I will shred my
I
throat.
will try. I have never done Carcat, but I will make an attempt.
Just
I know why.
Just try to do your best angry Vic Mignogna.
I know why.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, of course you do. I guess because I just told you 10 minutes ago, making it like a self-fulfilling epiphany?
Well, that's that. But also, this conversation helped clarify some thoughts too, in spite of its excruciating pointlessness. Part of what's bothering you about this is what it means about mortality.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. After visiting who knows how many dream bubbles and hanging out with who knows how many dead friends and copies of dead friends from alternate timelines, I start to wonder, does death even really mean anything? Did life mean anything for that matter? Was the point of life just to go around collecting a bunch of painful and awkward experiences to supply material for the revolving memory collage that serves as the backdrop to a much longer, emptier stretch of existence? And how unnerving is it running into our dead doppelgangers from doomed timelines?
Hey, you're preaching to the choir, bro.
It's fucked up. Never mind what it means about a person's identity or sense of self, or which guy gets to be considered the real guy, or philosophical bullshit like that. Just on the level of what your decisions and actions during your life actually mean. Sometimes we run into these versions of ourselves who reached God tier for fuck's sake, but in spite of being more successful than we were by that particular objective measure, they get punished for that because it wasn't the thing that needed to happen.
You know who else gets really upset about philosophical upsetting?
My mom! Pretty much.
So what does that leave us? If we're to take some lesson from that what is it? Try to be great and successful, but maybe not too great and successful? Or maybe don't try at all in some cases. Because if you do, some giant fucking squid in the middle of nowhere is going to be like, not so fast, my hideous monster plans beg to differ. Don't you think we'd have been better off if we didn't even know about any of this dream bubble shit?
Well, yeah. That's what I was thinking 10 minutes ago. But now I don't even know.
Yeah, well, at least you're listening. Even if you were being your usual shitty self about it. Nobody else even gets this. They don't want to hear it. Like Terezi? It used to be that she would at least humor even my most ludicrous vitriolic garbage all the time. Remember those days? Way back before we even knew what a human was? Back in Alternia when my biggest fear was that people found out I was a mutant? How quaint can you fucking get? I was an idiot not to understand how good things were back then. Between us. Now it's like...
Shut up,
What?
this part of the conversation.
Oh, get over yourself. Our 10 minutes is almost up. I would just like to know, is she punishing me for something? I don't need to remind you how much time she spends gallivanting around the media with you-know-who.
No, you sure as fuck do not.
After all this time, I still can't tell if she's serious about that or doing it to fuck with me. What do you think? Is there something legitimately red going on there? How can I command such absolute mastery of the romantic sciences, yet remain perplexed by this? Maybe I can't get a read because I'm not a troll, or because he's not a troll, and therefore has no idea what the fuck he's doing? It's like trying to decipher an intricate courtship process between an attractive potential mate strip and some sort of vegetable. Like, it doesn't compute.
Fuck, this is so embarrassing listening to this. Make it stop.
Quiet, I'm talking. I just feel like maybe I'm past the point of no return with her. Where before there was a margin for error, probably way more than I ever deserved. And now, that's it. She's totally had it. And there's a new dude with candy blood in town. He's just got it all, doesn't he? He's a much better artist than I am, for one thing. And his horns are so nubby, they don't even exist. Talk about hitting the jackpot. Am I off base?
We just went over this. I didn't get it then because I was too busy whining and feeling sorry for myself like you're doing now, so pipe down and listen. You've been sending her an endless stream of mixed signals for as long as you've known her.
Oh, bullshit.
Like, fuck, it's bullshit. It's all too clear to me now. It's a classic case of quadrant vacillation, and you don't even know it.
Quadrant vacillation.
It's all a classic case of quadrant vacillation, and you don't even know it. No wonder she was frustrated and got fed up with you.
This is outrageous.
Is it? Tell me, how many times have you treated her in a way that could be objectively construed as a form of black solicitation?
That's how we've always rolled together. It's like Spirited platonic contention. Totally normal territory in a healthy matesprit ship.
Yeah, a healthy one. Not one involving demented loudmouth who can't keep his shit under control. Let me ask you again, just how much of that animosity is innocent platonic rage? Could it be that subconsciously you want to push things with her onto a collisionist turf? Maybe see how things work out there? See, if you could have your grub and cull it too, that way you can have her all to yourself.
Fuck you!
You want her in every quadrant like a desperate fool. Do you realize what you've become? You're the sad joke of a character in the rom-com. You know, the guy I'm talking about, who's greedy and indiscriminate about filling every quadrant, totally oblivious to it, and in the end, has fuck all to show for it.
I don't have to put up with this.
You know, you kind of do, for at least another 10 minutes.
No, fuck that. I'm so done with you.
Yeah, you pretty much are, because the 10 minutes are about up, and I'll be gone. And then I'll just be you and the other guy spinning your globes together like a couple stupid pieces of shit ad infinitum.
Ad infinitum.
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 Man, I must have been insane to think anything is different. You haven't changed at all. You're just as petty and horrible as ever. Fuck you forever. Fuck every 10 minutes ahead version of myself all the way into 10-minute fucking eternity.
I can't even do this, not even anymore.
Yeah, well, you made your cocoon, pal. Now you have to take turns shitting in it, together. It is the most pathetic, smelliest dance of all. What the fuck is it now?
It just occurred to me, this dumb temperature I'm through, this entire bad mood, it was just another idiotic, self-fulfilling reach around, wasn't it?
What are you talking about?
I mean, where did this even come from? It was like spontaneously generated self-loathing with no discernible source. Was this emotional outburst even real?
Oh,
Ever
no.
even real?
Oh, no. Don't even start with that. Do not start getting existential about my anger. You better fucking believe this is real.
Are you sure, man?
You condescending fuck! How fuck dare you call into question the legitimacy of my feelings as if they aren't completely justified and totally 100% grounded in absolute, stone cold, concrete, goddamn, objective motherfucking reality!
Yeah, see, I've completely set you off here, and now you don't even know what you're saying. Sorry, this was my fault. I'm going to go try and calm myself down.
Oh, so this is why you decided to leave this conversation. You got owned, so you had to slink away like a fucking coward? Nice try, shithead, but I'm not done with you yet. You think you're the only one who can list his 10-minute-away self's flaws? I could go on forever.
Future Carcat banned himself from responding to the memo.
Fine, get out of here. Good riddance, as if I could take another sponge-wringing minute of our disingenuous drivel.
10 minutes ago, opened memo on board Fruity Rumpus Asshole Factory, boring road trip through a fucking afterlife edition. Go ahead, Saber.
I can't believe I'm actually doing this memo bullshit again. I guess I don't even know what else to do. I just need to air out some shit with somebody, and everybody here has their heads so far up their nooks, I want to scream louder than I usually do. They're troll nooks and human nooks, whatever the hell a human nook even is, you know?
Should we rewind a few pages and do it again? But in the reverse?
No. This is what I miss. I love fucking Carcat and its stupid bullshit.
Just look at the alternating
Stupid bullshit is pretty fucking on key.
calm, angry, calm, angry, calm, angry.
Hey, are you there?
Fuck.
Yeah, you read
Fuck.
this.
Fuck.
Oh, we're doing this.
Oh, hey.
I can't. I just cannot fucking believe I have to go through all this bullshit again with me. What the fuck made me think this would be a good idea?
Dude, what's with the text?
Why don't you tell me? I just have this incredible premonition you're about to anyway.
Amazing.
I love Carcat.
Okay.
Sup?
Anyone seen Terezi around?
No. Why?
We were gonna do a thing, but she's not around and not answering my messages on any one of the probably 10,000 computers laying around that they would show up on.
A thing?
Yes, a thing.
I see.
Shut up. What about you? Have you seen her?
No. Have you seen Gamzee?
Are you serious? Of course not. I haven't seen that guy at all since the first day we got here. Not once.
Yeah, I know.
Talk about an elusive juggalo. Probably like the shyest fucking juggalo of all time. Pretty sure only Bast or Carcat's seen him. Don't expect him to rat him out either because of the Moirail junk. Moirail? Moirail. Alien words.
I wouldn't expect him to. I wouldn't even ask I wouldn't even ask it would be really bad form to ask him that.
Yeah. I mean, I bet you think you're imparting some really obscure cultural facts about trolls, but really, if a human said to another human, hey man, can you tell me where your best clown friend is hiding so I can go chainsaw him to death? Just FYI, that would probably be bad form too.
Okay.
I don't know. It's been a year already. I think he's really intent on hiding and hanging on to those dead bodies. He's probably scared to death of you at this point anyway. Maybe you should just let it go. Rose, back me up.
I try to stay out of troll interpersonal politics.
Interpersonal. Wait, are you saying this is like a Spade Quadrant thing? She trying to be his kismet fish?
I'm saying no such thing.
Well, if she hates him, isn't that what that means?
Dave, don't be a dick. You're embarrassing her.
Haha, no, I'm not. She's cool. Look, she's being cool about it.
I'm being cool about it.
See?
It's not like that. I just want to find him and at least wound him somewhat.
Yeah, see, I knew there had to be a perfectly harmless and unerotic explanation.
Shh.
No, see, I'm explaining this badly. All I'm saying is basically just fuck that guy.
Got it. So, what are you up to in here? What's with all these books?
Research. We're trying to put all the pieces of the puzzle together. You are aware that this meteor has many secret rooms scattered throughout, including libraries, yes?
Hell yeah. We looted one of them for the Cantown project.
Can Town?
I told you about it. Or I told you about Cantown, didn't I?
No.
Well, the thing about Cantown, and all there really is to say about Cantown is, it's awesome. The end?
Wow, what a story.
F you. So, what is the point of this research?
Primarily to gain a more thorough understanding of the situation we'll soon be entering when we arrive.
I thought you pretty much already knew the situation, since you can see the future.
Oh my god. I've told you I can't see the future.
Yes, you can. You totally can.
Okay, but not all of it. Only certain relevant pieces. It's a bit frustrating when people make that presumption about you. For instance, you are a knight of time. Since you have such mastery over time, does that mean you should know everything about the future too?
No, that's totally dumb. I could know things about the future if I time traveled and found out firsthand. Nobody's mistaking that about me. I'm a time traveler, not a fucking fortune teller. It's simple as shit.
Right, so there are significant limitations on what you can know governed by certain rules. That's how it is for a seer as well.
Okay, whatever.
But I will say that I have been able to use these abilities to assist with research. I can treat my finite glimpses as an additional source of information. If you combine that with the knowledge we've gathered from these texts and the things we've learned from our various encounters with the deceased, and with a bit of inference and reduction, I know I mentioned and with a bit of inference and deduction, and a more detailed picture is coming into focus.
Nice.
Do you want to hear about it?
No?
Yes. Why not? It has been a year. It seems like all we've done on this trip so far is indulge in lavish interior decoration projects and screw around with mysterious Cantown initiatives, which may or may not be consuming valuable library resources as building materials. we could make at least some effort to squeeze in an annual briefing on our objective.
Yeah, that would be totally legit of us.
I think you'll find that when it comes to striving for a reasonable...
Whoops, hold up. Yeah, that would be pretty legit of us. I replaced pretty with totally. I had to fix that, I'm sorry.
Why are you like this?
Why aren't you like
No
this?
one... Because I'm not anal retentive.
Cool.
Very. I think you'll find that when it comes to striving for a reasonable approximation of legitimacy, we are simply the most barely adequate there is.
Okay, I didn't really catch any of that bullshit because I wasn't listening. I'm gonna make myself a cup of coffee and get primed to listen to you saying a lot of stuff like that. Do you want some?
Sure.
Can I,
No, thank you.
Okay. This fucking thing. Where'd you even unearth this piece of shit from? Oh, okay. There it goes. 2 hot, revitalizing cups of shitty coffee. Fresh out of the weird pod. Why do we even drink this shit? I guess just because this thing is here. Like, somehow the temptation is even stronger because the coffee sucks. Don't know how the fuck that works. Wish there was such a thing as apple juice on Troll World. Could go for a bottle of AJ. I wonder if there's any booze squirreled away on this meteor. Kind of feels like we should be drinking our asses off here. No adults, nothing to do. It's what you do without adults, right? Get wasted all the time? Wait, what the fuck am I saying? Trolls don't even have adults. Well, they do, but they're all in outer space being insane badasses. I guess they do have the stupid nanny monsters. Do the monsters give a shit if they get wasted?
Are you talking to us?
What?
We can't even hear you mumbling over there.
Oh.
How's that coffee coming?
Off the shit is how. All being, like, in cups and everything.
Be sure it mixes at the table before it accumulates that strange, unctuous film on the surface.
So, what's with the big book you're writing in? Is that more wizard fanfiction?
No, it's something like an extensive journal. I'm recording everything we've been through so far, and detailed notes on everything we know about the game. I'm also using it to document our research and extrapolate on the new session and players.
So it's like your nigh unreadable game fac in tome form.
Somewhat.
You sure like to write big game guides.
I don't look at it in that way. I'm approaching it from a standpoint of responsible historical documentation. Don't you think that people in the future will want to know about our story?
I guess.
I think it could be very useful as a resource one day. It could be helpful to others beginning their own quests.
Chances of that seem pretty remote.
I really wouldn't rule it out.
Okay, totally sold on that suddenly, on account of not caring. So, tell me about the new session. What is there to know? And most importantly, how is everything going to go wrong this time?
From what I understand, everything has already gone wrong before the game even started, in many different ways than ours did. There are indications of thicker political intrigue, assassination attempts, and an usurpation of a throne more insidious than what we dealt with. But those examples still don't illustrate the fundamental fault with their session. Ours had a similar fault. It was a null session. Literature on the subject says that null sessions are actually very common. It is any session resulting in failure, and as such, designed to result in failure from the start, due to Skaya's comprehensive knowledge of its own fate and that of all of it. It illumines.
Yeah, something like that.
Biologically speaking, it is to be expected that null sessions far outnumber the successful ones. When it comes to reproductive systems, overwhelming redundancy is commonplace. A universe has a reproductive system that spreads many seeds, as it were, most of which never come to fruition. So we shouldn't feel too bad about our results, really. It was just par for the course. Quite par for the course, even. But then, it would also seem that exceedingly few null sessions result in the birth of a massive green star fueled by 2 dead universes, for what it's worth.
Okay, but I thought the whole point of this, the scratch thing, is it gave us a chance to still win. But you're saying the new session has a fault too?
Well, yes, but there's more to it than that, though. The new session is essentially our session, rebooted with different parameters, which also affected the original conditions of our universe. And strangely, it seems that the new one is a null session as well, but within a much less common subset of all null sessions. This one is referred to as a void session.
Bing bong.
God, I'm gonna die.
Okay, which is that? Or which is what?
It's very simply a session in which nothing is prototyped before entry at all. Hence, by Sky's preemptive all-knowing and its influence on the rest of the Insifosphere, there's not even any towers on Prospect or Durst built to receive the split kernels. See?
Weird. Why would these alt-universe players fuck up in such an obvious and stupid way?
I don't know what specifically led to the failure to prototype anything, but it doesn't really matter. As I said, the session was designed in this way before they even began playing. Any sessions to prototype may have been in vain regardless.
Any efforts?
Possibly subject to sabotage. Ignores you, keeps reading anyway.
Didn't you say at some point that not prototyping anything would be really bad?
Yes, it's just another way to create an infertile session. Though by a less catastrophic and bloody route we took to achieve the same result. By contrast, it leads to a rather harmless, uneventful session. Underlings remain unaugmented, and so does the royalty. And while this may sound advantageous to the players, it's a curse in disguise. The lack of prototypings, which keeps adversaries uninvolved, has the same influence on the battlefield. Without successive prototypings, the battlefield will never reach its final form, which must be fertilized to grow a new universe. It's courtyard drool. It's just the little guy. It's the little dude. Instead, it remains in its most basic form, stuck in eternal stalemate. There's nothing players in a void session can do to change this. They are resigned to live out the rest of their days in a dead-end session.
Still waiting to hear how this is in any way an improvement on all the shit we just escaped from.
It's a vast improvement. The new session is a blank slate, without a ridiculously short time limit for victory like ours had. There will be no time limit at all, in fact. Once we arrive, ostensibly, that is when the nature of the session will change. It won't be classifiable as either a null or a void session anymore. It will be something which, as far as I can tell, is unique. The fully matured battlefield from our session can be used to make the new one viable. The path to success will be made possible by a combination of efforts and assets from both iterations. Usually scratch sessions are absolute resets and involve no direct influence from the first attempt at all. I can't find any precedent for our situation.
Jade has our battlefield, right?
Yes.
So she shows up and drops it in Skya, and then we take the result of all that damn frog breeding we did, and stick the thing in there somehow. And we sit back and wait for it to do its huge ribbit or whatever, and we're golden.
Pretty much. As long as there's an actual vacancy in the center of Skya when we get there.
Is that going to be a problem?
I don't think so. Even if it were, it would be a trivial obstacle. But as it is, I think the forces of opposing these players are But as it is, I think the forces opposing these players are clandestinely working toward the same goal we are. From what I can tell, gestures of antagonism, while certainly posing legitimate danger, have been factored in as critical stepping stones to one destination shared by all parties. I don't know why that is, or what the motives are yet. The appearance is one clear sailing ahead, but traces of conspiracy are everywhere.
Okay, but conspiracies aside, did it ever really look like clear sailing to you? That's not what I was seeing. We're going to arrive, and then soon after, Jack is going to show up. And then we have to beat him, right? So there kind of is a time limit.
We should start wrapping up soon.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yes, we will have to deal with Jack before all is said and done. And that will definitely be a major challenge. But it is not impossible, at least not by design. When I said there would be no time limit in this session, I was talking about something more specific. There will be no reckoning.
Oh, why not?
It's a logical consequence of any void session. The battlefield never evolves, and therefore the more extensive war between Prosper and Durst never takes shape. It is only when the Prospecian king falls in battle that the reckoning can be initiated by the forces of Durst. The meteors then rush to destroy the battlefield, while Skaya redirects them through the defense portals for as long as it can. Thus, if there is no war, there is no reckoning, no meteors, and no imminent threat of failure. This is, of course, good news for Earth as well. During the reckoning, Skaya redirects all incoming meteors to the only place it can, Earth. So it turns out the players that initiate a void session are not actually condemning their home planet to an apocalyptic wasteland after they leave. In the new instance of our universe, Earth is just fine. Sort of.
So, no meteors came at all. You mean, by fucking up and having to scratch, we also sort of saved Earth in the process?
Again, sort of. And it's not as if there were no meteors whatsoever. Just a vast majority of the destructive onslaught never showed up. But delivering that temple to the side of the forge is still integral to jumpstarting this session. That meteor, however, could have propelled through a portal by any means, not just via the reckoning.
I see. What about the players themselves? They had to arrive on meteors too, didn't they? I guess the baby meteors were some expectations. The baby meteors were some expectations too, right?
That's what I call baby showers.
Yes, but they weren't flung through the portals on their own session, nor will they be created there. They were created in our session and sent back through our portals, just like us. Maple Hoof. Oh, fuck. Hussy. Come on.
Look, exposition has to happen.
Has to happen somewhere, yeah.
I'm too hungry for this. Okay. To understand
Before
what
the show.
I was making food and then you did the show call and then I couldn't boil my sausage. To understand what happened, it really
It went blurry.
helps to understand exactly what a scratch is. When John severely damaged the beat mesa on your planet and sent it off Skaya to release its temporal energy there, you could view it as some kind of request. We were asking Skaya to change everything at a fundamental level, and we gave it the energy to do so. But Skaya is a very passive entity, and it only knows and sees, but it never quite acts. When it is asked to change everything, there is only so much it has control over. In fact, it has control over exactly one thing: the defense portals. It can decide to send important meteors to different points in time than originally planned, thus creating an alternate reality. offshoots of promise rather than futility. And it turns out the most important meteors of all tend to be the ones delivering young players to their planet. And so it has all it has to do to change everything is tweak their destination and times a bit. All internally prompted changes in the post-Scratch universe are decided entirely by the modest adjustments to the parameters. It's a very simple concept, actually. Yet the consequences are dramatic. It results in not only a hard reset for the session, but a partial reset for the universe too, due to the many causal entanglements between a session and its originating universe.
What do you mean, tweak the destination times? Where did they get sent to?
A variety of different time periods.
Don't
The
worry,
simplest,
I'm keeping an eye on the time. We'll have plenty.
the simplest way to look at it is to picture the original destinations of our two groups of 4 ecto-babies, and then switch them.
What?
Though this is a slight oversimplification, while it's roughly true, Skya has some peculiar whims this time.
All right.
Oh god. While most landed in time periods corresponding with the original group, it seems that 2 of the new players arrived 4 centuries ahead of everyone else. For some bizarre reason.
What?
So-
Okay.
1900.
I think they meant behind
Scroll-
everyone else.
Can you go scroll up, because is that the first one, the pre-scratch or?
Okay, so this is here's Jake and Jane. They both arrived in 2000. You've got Roxy, who arrived in post 2400, and Dirk, who arrived in post 2400. So they are 4 centuries apart.
God damn.
Maybe they were talking about these two being behind the other two.
Wait.
Either way, so you've got John in. So you've got John and Jade arriving in the 1900s. This would be Papa and Grandma Harley.
Yeah.
And you've got Rose and Dave arriving just before roughly the 2000s. So
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, scroll up so I can see the first part of the. Okay, it's just.
Oh,
all
yeah.
of them went to 400. Okay.
yeah, this one was a lot neater.
God, I didn't know there was a fucking bigger time skip. God damn it, Hussy.
For some bizarre reason.
But they are still apparently able to communicate with their co-players through some, I guess, like Trollian-like technology, and they're able to establish some game connections with the others. So this stands as odd, but not otherwise terribly insignificant. No, not terribly significant detail.
So, in this alternate universe group of us and them, which ones are the actual players?
I'll give you a hint. It isn't us.
Fuck. Why did I know that was going to be the answer?
And to think, usually I'm the one accused of knowing the future.
I don't know if I'm ready to process the ramifications of this bullshit. All right,
Lord.
we'll
Mercy, I
stop
beg.
it here. We'll stop it here.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, no, after screaming as the black text guy, and then further screaming as Carcat, I was not able to do anyone but Dave. I'm sorry.
It's cool. I kind of fucked myself up too.
Lamau? Lamiao?
My,
Anyway.
my throat hurty.
Anyway,
Road 30.
all right, let's see. So it's been absolutely wonderful. This has been a great another great 3 hours and 50 something minutes. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. If you're watching this on YouTube, we should be streaming this really soon. the next installation, because this will, as always, comes up right before our stream, or should anyway. Yeah, you sure you can, Jack. Don't worry about it. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and find somebody to raid and spread the love. Thank you once again. Thank all of you. You're every last one of you is what makes this all worth it. So, y'all are great. Let's oh, you know what? I know exactly who to raid.
Oh, damn, you do?
Yeah.
It's the first.
It's someone that Xaver is familiar with. So we're going to go ahead and set that up, and I'll see you guys
I
next
thought it was
time.
going to be somebody else. I guess I have to go.
I'll see
over.
you guys all tomorrow.
Actually, let's see how far she is. Okay, no, it's a BRB session, so it doesn't matter.
All right, I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening. Mwah.
Wow.